right, it gets a little trippy at the end, but I like that. That's Warren Haynes doing Gold Dust Woman with Grace Potter, our pal Warren Haynes. We haven't seen him in a while. He's got to get his ass in here and play some more songs for us. Is he a busy man, this Warren Haynes? Could he make time for us, you think, Jimmy?
Road, right? So I'm guessing he's on the road. Once in a while I'll be somewhere and I'll see his name on another marquee.
Yeah.
You know, he's
one of those guys that
he's
just
got like 50 bands and he's always there.
Yeah, I know all that. Government Mule. I know Government Mule, then he does Warren Haynes. What else does he do? Does he have another side project in there?
Well,
then he did the Allman Brothers.
He's drumming for Sabbath. I mean, he's really
drumming for Sabbath. Well, the Allman Brothers thing is pretty much done, so he doesn't have to worry about that as much, I guess. But I don't believe the Allman Brothers are done. They're just going to probably restructure. That's a band that just has to go on forever.
Yeah.
Even if the original members are all retiring, dead, or whatever.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to relax. You need to take a few months.
I don't think Warren Haynes knows how to relax.
No, he doesn't seem to.
Yeah.
But you feel like you're not valuable if you're not working. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought today on the way, like, I have a lot of stuff I'm doing lately. But you think, I don't feel like if I'm not working, I feel like I'm just being lazy and fucking time is flying by and I'm not grabbing opportunities. Some guys are like that. It's just, you feel like I have nothing to, if I'm not doing anything, I'm just a fucking lump sitting in my apartment. In my case, it's correct.
Do you ever just relax?
Yeah, I relax, but not.
And hear the silence? Calm down the brain.
Yeah, in front of the audience. I'm doing stand-up. You know, I do, but it's like our jobs are easy compared to other people. I really mean, like, I look at, like, I'd like to relax, but it's like, what do? I get up, I fucking talk shit with my friend and hang out with guys who I like. It's like,
this
easy.
This job is, it's embarrassing. It really is. When you really break it down, it's the dumbest thing ever. It really, I used to take this seriously for a bunch of years. Now it's just silly. You know, we're just going to babble about stuff in the news. We're not even experts on this crap.
No.
But because you have a microphone, people listen a little closer, I think.
Yeah.
But hopefully we just entertain the people. That's all that matters in the end. I went to Jim Norton's taping last night for, can I say the network? What can I say?
Yeah, for IFC.
For IFC.
The title is Make Me Understand.
Yeah. I enjoyed the hell out of it. We had a good time on the Lower East Side last night.
Thank you, man.
Avenue B.
Yeah.
That is like old school New York down there. I haven't been in that area of Manhattan in a while.
You know, it's funny. I know nothing about the Lower East Side, and we were doing this because it's different than the last one I shot. They don't want a talk show. They want something that in front of an audience.
Yeah.
But they're like, there's too many talk, and they weren't wrong. I mean, they're smart. So we picked a bar called Lovecraft, and downstairs we shot it. It looked great.
It's like a cave almost.
Yeah.
It was a very cool location, and I like the concept of the show a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't think you need to interview anyone.
No.
You look like you were in your environment, in front of a crowd, and you're going to clips and this and that, and it was nice.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, like, we interviewed a couple of people for clips, but I knew that those were going to be shortened. Like, you know, we are going to knock that down into, like, it's a 4-minute field piece. So
right.
You're going to knock down interviews into like a minute.
A little man on the street, little on location type of interview.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that type of stuff I like doing.
But to sit down with somebody on a couch, I mean, God, how many people are doing that?
There's so many people doing it.
It gets mundane after a while. It all starts looking like the same shit.
Yeah, unless you can get somebody to talk about something way different, or unless you're interviewing somebody who's so much different.
Right.
But it's a fun process. It's a lot of tension with it, but it wasn't bad. Like, I wasn't. There were so many glitches during the rehearsal yesterday. And I was like, I didn't freak out about it. I was just furious. I'm like, all right, this is doomed. I'm a dead man, and I can just hang myself. So I was like, it was so, I couldn't rehearse properly. So the first show that you came to, a lot of glitches were still happening. Yeah. But I was okay with it because there were laughs coming kind of where I wanted them to. And the stuff that didn't work, I was just making notes. We're going to cut. We're going to switch.
Right.
And by the late show, everything was great.
Yeah. Then everything came together for you. Yeah, I hope I hope they pick it up. I hope they're smart enough to pick that up because it was very good.
Yeah, I usually get a pretty good gauge on stuff. Like if I feel, you know how I mean, you've been to enough tapings with me, and I hate things I shoot. Like I'm like that's and then it usually comes out better in the edit than I think.
Right.
And this one, especially by the late show, the combination of the two, I was very happy with it.
They seem pretty happy too.
Yeah, they were. I think they want to do it. But yeah, I'm not jinxing it. I don't know if they're going to pick it up because it's not their decision. It goes above their heads to AMC. So,
but even the first show where you're working out bugs, like you said, I was hanging out with the bigwigs from IFC. And boy, did they have big wigs on.
Yeah.
They were laughing their asses off.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Even at the edgy stuff, because you never know.
Yeah.
You never know when, Norton does an AIDS joke joke or something if if the executives are going to appreciate that or not. So I was kind of looking in my peripheral, like, all right, are they alive? Okay, good. They're into it. So.
Yeah, the HIV comparison I think they got. I don't think I did that for the Late Show, but I like having the live people. I love having the live interactions or those weird moments, like where you're fixing something or you're redoing something, and you tell the audience what you're doing.
Yeah,
like I'm not a good TV guy in the sense where I can pretend that something's not happening that's happening, or vice versa.
Sure.
So they kind of like when you include them in it and you tell them like we're doing this process. I'm going to walk out, and people I think are more comfortable when you explain it to them like that.
It's like we're doing this together, so get with it, people.
Yeah, they're awesome, and they don't talk. They don't fucking. There was a drunk Irish guy in the first one, but he was nice. He wasn't. He called me a cunt, but it was funny. He wasn't. I was standing there in between, like they were in between takes of something.
Yeah,
and I'm just they're resetting the prompter or something. I'm standing there, and the guy just goes, "You look like a cunt." But he was Irish, so I knew he wasn't being horrible. He was just,
What a strange word as far as it's endearing over there, and boy, it's not endearing over here.
No.
You could lose your fucking teeth if you say it to the wrong person over here.
Yeah, but I could see his face. Like, I knew he was just drunk and, like, having a good time, and I'm like, hey, if it's a chance to interact, maybe it will make it into the final.
Yeah.
You don't want to get heckled while you're actually doing a joke, but in between, I didn't give a shit.
I kind of like how they use the word.
Yeah.
It's too bad we can't really do that in America.
Yeah, it's one of those...
we say it harshly.
Yeah.
And we make sure you hear the T.
Yeah. Cunt. Yeah. I think maybe that's why they emphasize more the middle cunt, and for us it's a harsher insult. For them it's cute and fun.
Yeah, they're just enjoying themselves. All right. Right on, man. We got a busy show today. We got Ian Halperin is here already. He got here at 6:30. He's very excited.
I didn't know he was here. I've not seen him.
Supposedly he's going to give us a scoop. His Highness is going to give us a big scoop.
Oh, good.
We're going to make the rounds. We're going to get a lot of press today, according to this Ian Halperin. Do you believe him?
Ian, he has a new book out called Kardashian Dynasty.
Yeah.
And Ian's a guy who always sounds like he doesn't know what he's talking about. And then you 6 months later, he was right. Mm-hmm. So you can't write off Ian Halperin. You have to listen to him because he came out, and we got to remind people, he said there was going to be a big HIV announcement. And I think Travis reminded us of that. But Ian did say that long before Charlie Sheen came out.
So he said, I'm
assuming he meant Charlie. He never said that, but I'm assuming he did, and he called it.
Well, now he could say he is. Now
he can just say it, but I have a feeling that
he knew the whole time.
Yeah, he's interviewed enough people. He must have heard rumors or whatever.
Well, I mean, he just spent the last 2 weeks teasing his appearance on our show on Twitter and giving all sorts of scoops to everybody and linking us to articles with huge scoops. So I'm thinking, and the book is already out, so I can't imagine what he actually has for us today.
He may have a scoop about the Kardashians. Who knows?
But I talked to him right before the show, and he's like, "No, I got something for you guys." So we'll see.
He doesn't have any picture of Robert Kardashian on the cover. I will take issue with Ian for that. There's
Robert just doesn't want the fame.
Well, Robert's dead, but
I thought you meant the
the son. No,
the brother. Oh no, he's on the cover. You meant the old
dad.
Man.
Yeah, like
the
where's
old man
he?
Who started the whole fucking thing?
His cum got the whole ball rolling. Where's this guy?
They should have had him as a ghost or something on the cover.
Yeah, a ghost in the background or something, haunting everyone.
He started this horse shit.
He certainly did.
These women out there, they're obsessed with the Kardashians.
I love them. Kendall, they're all hot.
Of course they're all hot. You walk around Manhattan. I was walking around Central Park with the kids on Sunday, and I told my wife, man, everyone is like a clone of the Kardashians. We're their version of it.
Yeah.
They're all dressing like them, acting like them. So here comes Ian. Look at him dramatically walking down the hall like a fool.
Oh, he looks good. He's dressed like Hannibal Lecter at the end of Silence of the Lambs.
Yes, he is. He's just
having an old friend for dinner.
He's just a fool. Here he comes. I guess you're just gonna walk in, sir. You're just gonna walk in. That's what His Highness
walks in when he wants to.
You just walk in.
Oh, you're a germ guy? Hi, Ian. Good to see you.
Where you were bored with our conversation and said, you know what, it's time for me to walk down the hall and come into the studio.
Actually, you guys are much more entertaining than the guy down the hall, to be honest with you.
What guy? There's a lot of guys down the hall.
The tall guy with the...
Sway?
With the wig on.
You tall guy with the wig? The woman I was dating?
The tall guy with the wig and the short dick.
He's got a short dick and a wig.
Yeah.
Really? How do you know this?
Yeah,
Just
no,
from
no,
listening.
My sources are good.
Just from listening?
He's making about $80 million a year.
Oh.
You know, he's lucky because if he wouldn't have got that gig, he'd probably be working at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. I love
Taco.
Ian. You don't shake hands anymore, Ian? You only do the fist bump? Are you
Yeah,
not,
I do the fist bump.
You not like... are you not... You a germ guy? You don't like the... You're a little wonky about germs?
Yeah, you know, I just... I am a bit of a... Not too much.
But you know. Yeah.
But it's a myth. They say if you shake hands and the other guy's sick or let's say, touch something, you know, if you go on the subway, for instance, and you touch the escalators, most likely somebody touched it who was sick that day.
Sure.
So, you know, I just like the fist bump just to play it safe.
Play it safe, yeah.
You know?
Do you hold on to a pole in the subway?
I love the pole.
Or on the subway?
I love the
you
pole.
You can't hold the pole then.
No, the
That's
pole.
really greasy and filled with germs.
No,
You're going to have to figure out the headphones, Ian.
What
are you going to do? You're going to take the hat off?
You look good. You look very tan. You look healthy.
Yeah, I live a good life.
Yeah.
I don't look as good as you guys. You guys, you know, ever since this show has come on board.
No, he's trying to put the hat on over the headphones.
Of course.
His Highness is wearing a hat.
Where'd you get that hat from?
This hat I bought. Good question. I travel so much. Might have got it in France or somewhere.
You could pull off that hat. We can't. Could little Jimmy Norton try on your hat?
Try on my hat, Jim.
Kid, please. I want to see if Jimmy can pull off the Ian Halperin hat. Of course, we'll.
Probably looks better on him.
No, I look like a sick boy. My head is too small.
I can't pull that off either.
You can't pull it off?
No fucking way.
Oh, gee, Mr. Halperin, thanks.
Right, we're taking pictures and we'll put them up on our Twitter. I don't even know how to describe what you look like. What is
me? Ian's wearing, but he looks very tan, white, almost a linen-looking jacket, and a bright fluorescent green shirt, which does work with it, and works with the tan skin. A nice watch. He smells good. White sunglasses, blacked out shades, and a white hat. A white with a black band around it.
What's that emblem on your?
It's a Nazi thing. He has a Nazi thing.
No,
really
definitely
odd.
not a Nazi.
Oh.
You know, my father's a Holocaust survivor. So
Oh, is it really?
He really
Oh,
is.
good. So it's odd that you're wearing that.
So,
Okay.
No, it's the anti-Nazi emblem.
Which is what?
You
Peace?
know, it's peace, love,
But that?
good
That
sex,
thing?
good sex.
It looks like you just splattered paint on the front of that thing.
Yeah, maybe
Does
I did.
that mean anything?
I'm an artiste.
You're an artiste.
Have you seen the back of the jacket?
No, not yet. Oh my God, that's crazy.
That's very nice.
Almost looks. I don't know. It looks sort of like an eagle.
Yeah, it's sort of
Like an
it's in
artistic
between.
eagle.
You know, I just find it so boring when people get up there and you know they all look like stiffs in their suits, ties. And I think you got to be a bit more creative with it, have a bit more fun. Don't take yourself too seriously.
So your dad was a survivor. Was he liberated, I guess, or when they were?
My dad actually, it's a very interesting story. He hid in his family was very successful in Poland. And when the war started, he hid in a cave. Him, his father, his mother, and sister, and a non-Jewish family who he had employed. They fed them raw vegetables through a pipe that went into this cave, which was below a stable. And his mother and sister died of starvation next to him. 6 years later, he got out. He was blind for like a year because, you know, when you're in darkness, you lose your sight. And, you know, he's a really cool guy. He never talks about it, never showed any bitterness. A lot of people have asked him to talk about it on record, show a foundation, all those people who are documenting it. But he just keeps it to himself. I mean, I just did a film about anti-Semitism. I directed it. I spent all last summer in Europe. I was in France during the attacks, which was crazy. And that film's coming out soon. It's finished.
That generation's amazing, though. They like the World War II vets that even come back here who didn't have it as bad as the Holocaust survivor. Yeah. They just didn't talk about stuff.
No.
Like they literally just. Well, okay,
it's
that was
amazing,
then.
yeah.
It's
amazing.
But a lot of them probably think they say that they wish they had.
Of course,
because you bottle that shit up, and they just weren't. That wasn't their generation to get stuff out,
and it blocks your arteries and whatnot. I want to go back. So he was in a cave for 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years.
Did he come out at all just to take a little peek around here and there?
I wasn't there. He never talks about it. But,
wow.
It's crazy shit.
And
crazy.
the family takes a big risk. That whoever that family is.
Yeah,
yeah, of course. Absolutely.
What was the movie that Tarantino did with Christoph Waltz?
Yeah,
Inglourious Basterds.
Basterds.
The tension when Christoph Waltz is there having milk, and the families that the families took a huge risk helping people.
For sure. And you got to applaud those people because they were so courageous. But even if you just move the wrong way there, or just a little noise, or I mean, he was a kid. He had a young sister. If they cry or something, they're toast.
That's the book you should be writing, not this Kardashian crap.
Well, the Kardashians.
Is your dad still alive?
Yes, he is. He's
my God,
80, because he was young. He was 6 years old when this started.
Right.
So, but I'll tell you, I was just there, and I was commissioned to do a film this year about contemporary anti-Semitism with Dr. Charles Small, who's the president in New York of ISGAP, which is an organization that works to educating about contemporary anti-Semitism. And it's not pretty. I mean, I originally I didn't want to do the film because when you grow up as the kid of a Holocaust survivor, you also don't want to hear this shit your whole life. And but I finally accepted to do it. It was a life-changing experience. We filmed all over Europe. I was in the Ukraine. I was in Paris. At Oxford, we shot at Oxford University. The 27 top academics in the world came to Oxford last summer for a 2-week symposium. It was wild. The level of intelligence in academia there was outstanding, and so it was a great experience.
It's great that you balanced the scales by coming in here.
Yeah, exactly. Did he go to any concentration camps or ex-concentration camps?
No, I didn't. Again, it's about contemporary anti-Semitism.
Contemporary, all right.
What's going on today. Look, the world's a messy place today, unfortunately, and we see what's going on in Paris. What just went on in Belgium. Mm-hmm. It's really not pretty.
How close were you to the attacks in Paris?
Here we are. You see this? That's me. I met the Pope.
I know. We talked about that.
Pope.
Oh, it's right. I actually did not know that. Maybe you said it.
How close were you to the attacks in Paris?
I was right there. I was my hotel was maybe a block away from the Vatican. The Vatican was owned by Jews. And so it was deemed an attack of anti-Semitism, that incident, because the Vatican was on the radar. And, killing innocent people, man, damn, any of these terrorists listening, and there's many fucking terrorists out there listening today to this show who are sitting in their fucking apartments in Manhattan and planning to kill innocent people. You guys are cowards. You have no fucking courage. Go after a politician who fucking has security, go after somebody who's fair game, where you have to get through security and, you have to. Killing innocent people?
I know exactly what you mean.
It means shit.
Just to throw it out there, Ian is saying to go after a politician in a vague sense of speaking about cowardice about terror. He's not saying really target anyone specifically.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's calm down on that a little bit.
I don't mind saying that. I just don't want my boss yelling at me and going, "You shouldn't have said that because so and so now is coming after us."
Yeah,
I don't want to get fired.
No, we kind of.
I don't care about the politicians. I just don't want to get fired.
We kind of like this.
Nobody's firing you. Yeah. You're a star.
No, I'm mensch.
No, you're a mensch. You're a mensch. And you're going to get that show, because if these guys don't give you that show, I was speaking to Opie before we came in here, and it seemed to really like it yesterday.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they pick it up?
You never know. I mean, I never.
He's going through the process.
You
got to go through the hoops. You got to go.
They got to edit the whole thing, and then the big executives got to take a look, and then they got to figure out if there's a spot for it. All sorts of things have to happen. But I think he has a good shot at it.
I hope so. Did you talk to the Pope?
Yes, I did.
That's cool. He seemed like a pretty good egg.
Well, walk us through meeting the Pope. I want to know how that happens.
Okay, so I get called 3 days before. I'm in Paris filming, and I was in the Ukraine. And then I went to the Ukraine.
But
to
do
Kiev.
you send an official request? How does that go? An email, a phone call? Like what really happened was
I wanted to have him in the film because this guy. Look, the Vatican has an atrocious history when it comes to dealing with the Jews. You look at Pope Pius during World War II, he certainly didn't go out of his way to protect the Jews who were being persecuted and killed. So this guy comes along after, we had a Nazi Pope in there, almost Pope Benedict before him. Wasn't too impressive. A lot of controversy surrounding him.
Is he the one that apologized, by the way, for the anti-Semitism? There was one Pope that apologized for a lot of the anti-Semitism or the lack of Vatican reaction to the Holocaust. Was that him?
I'm not sure if Benedict did.
I don't think he did.
Francis has. Francis has.
Right.
And so, look, I tell my people I got to get to the Pope. And he's giving a speech. He's the third pope to give a speech at the Rome synagogue. That was booked. So I tell my people, get me into that synagogue. I think it was January 17th. And I got to have a private meeting with him after. They say, maybe it's possible. They know this guy is connected to the Vatican. His name's Roberto. They're going to try to pull some strings. I said, look, I'm making this movie. It's important, not only for Jews, but for anybody today, just to educate people about persecution, discrimination, etc. And I have to have the credibility of having the Pope in the movie. I get a call a day later. We got you into the synagogue, front row, the Pope speaking there. It's very exclusive. You have to go through all the security. And we got you a backroom meeting with him at the synagogue, one-on-one. And, so I get on the plane. I go to Rome. I'm still thinking to myself, this isn't going to happen. I'm probably being stiffed, conned, but what the fuck? I'll take a chance because, I have my camera with me, my camera crew, and I'm going to try to get this. I get to the synagogue and it's packed. Police are everywhere. Snipers on the roof. I mean, the Pope has more security than your guy down the hall over here, that tall guy. Seriously. And he should have been there with all that paper he's making. Seriously, where's the priorities? You got to give back in life. But anyhow, I get there. I go through the security with all my camera equipment, and I have like 7 guys descend on me and say, you can't come in here with all that stuff. And then this guy, Roberto, who gets me in, he goes up to them, speaks to them in Italian, says, no, he's cool. He could go through. They let me through. I'm telling you, I'm carrying loads of bags, lights, tripods. So I get in. And I'm the only guy with a camera in there filming.
How the fuck
this whole thing,
right?
But I'm still in the back of my mind. I'm following the Pope. The Pope comes in. He's walking around the synagogue.
Wait, what's the case? Right before he comes in, what happens right before he's coming in? They say, "All right, look, you get ready. He's walking in now," or does everyone have to clear an area?
No. What happened was he had all his henchmen first on stage with a bunch of rabbis. They were all shaking hands, and then. We're just told, everybody take your seat. There was about several hundred people in the synagogue. And it wasn't a major announcement. You just see him walking in from the front door. And he shook hands with almost everyone in that synagogue before he got on the podium to speak.
Yeah.
And I'm following him. I just go up to him, start following him with the camera, and they let me do it. Nobody's pushing me away. So I'm getting my stock footage, my B-roll. He speaks, and then I'm saying, okay, where's my fucking meeting? In the back of my mind, I'm saying, oh, fuck, this guy's talking out of his ass, Roberto. I'm never going to get the meeting with the Pope.
He's yelling, I have meet and greet tickets. I have meet and greet tickets.
But even though you're trying to make a film, at this point, how cool is that? You're that close to the Pope.
Oh, I was right.
No one gets that access.
Closer to the Pope than I am to you right now.
Yeah.
So... I'm thinking, okay, I got my B-roll and I'll have to cover it up with a good voiceover and just show a clip of him speaking in the synagogue because, the Pope disappears. So I think it's game over. He's probably off the premises. And then this guy, Roberto, 10 minutes later, when everybody's filing out and I'm waiting there, comes up to me and says, just go around the back. He's waiting for you.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not kidding you.
What the fuck?
All right? So I'm thinking, okay, this guy's either on crack
right.
or I'm going to go around the back and the Pope's security is just going to take all my camera equipment and my discs and confiscate it. And then I'm left with nothing. But I do go around the back. There's security up the wazoo around the back. Snipers, about maybe 50 security guards. And they say, just stay here. the guy, one of his top security guard was actually from Switzerland. I start talking to him, and I'm getting a bit nervous here because I'm waiting there outside with all his security, and I'm thinking they're just going to take all my equipment away, and it's game over. And then they tell me, okay, the Swiss guy. And I'm trying to misdirect the Swiss guy, but I start explaining him the makings of my camera and how it works. I'm showing him how to focus. I'm just trying to be cool,
be engaging,
be engaging, say things I'm cool.
So you're not lurking. Yeah,
exactly. And then he tells me, okay, I see these huge wood doors open, and he says, go in. The pontiff is waiting for you now. And I walk in with Dr. Charles Small, who's the executive director of ISGAP, who accompanied me there. And boom, we're right in front of Francis. And I start filming him. I ask him if it's okay to film. He says, go ahead. And we present him with a policy paper on contemporary anti-Semitism that also outlines a lot of the bad history the Vatican has with the Jews. He reads it, and he's open to it, starts talking to us. And
is he speaking in English?
We spent about 45 minutes with him.
Wow. And he's speaking to you in English?
He speaks broken English. He says he's trying to improve his English. He's been taking English lessons. He's the first pontiff from Latin America. Yeah. So he's fluent in Spanish. He's from Argentina. And he seems like a good guy. It's refreshing because he's open. He comes to the States. He's driving a Fiat. He's not in the Pope-mobile.
Do you shake his hand, or what's the protocol with that? Do you shake? What did you call him?
I gave him a fist bump. This guy shakes so many hands. He's the last person I'm going to shake hands with. So I gave him a fist bump.
Did you really give the Pope a fist bump?
I really did, and he gave it back.
You fist bumped the Pope?
I fist bumped the Pope.
Why didn't you kiss him?
I didn't kiss the ring.
You should have kissed him, I think.
That ring.
I probably would just, I don't know what I would do in that. It's not out of religious reverence, but he's such a dignitary, it's just a protocol. I don't know what I would do. What'd you call him? Because you're not going to call him Your Holiness. You're not Catholic.
No.
Or would you?
I didn't call him anything. I just said hi. How are you?
F to the P. Yeah.
You should have gave him a hug. I think you give the Pope a hug.
A hug?
Yeah, you give him a hug.
I gave him a fist bump.
He probably would have hugged you.
Or the handshake hug thing.
Yeah.
What did they call it? The shug?
The shug.
Give him a shug.
He looks good. I think he's 79 years old for 79.
And he has like one lung or something,
really
right?
Good.
I think he has half a lung, or I don't know. He's missing a lung. Something about a lung.
He's got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
A lot. And he makes his own meals, he told me. He cooks himself.
He wants you to believe that.
No, at least
There's no way he's cooking his own meal.
That's what I think.
Maybe every once in a while he's throwing something in a microwave in the middle of the night, but he's not cooking his meals.
Yeah, you wonder if he has a microwave, or does he cook everything from scratch? Or what does he like? He's got to have some guilty thing he likes.
Sure.
Oh, for sure.
Like, what do you like? It might be crossword puzzles, or what is your weird little
Or maybe
thing?
like Black Sabbath. When everyone goes to bed, he kind of sneaks some Sabbath on.
Your Holiness, we thought we heard war pigs.
Right.
Oh, I don't know what you mean.
Right. And then what? They kick you out the door, and then
there was no rush to get out of there. This guy likes to talk.
How much footage did you get?
The whole thing I have on.
Wow.
I got the whole encounter with Francis, Pope Francis.
Did you ask any questions in particular? Like,
asked him a few. I let Charles ask most of the questions because I was filming, as you see in the picture before. I was filming in the background, but I did throw out a few questions to him. One of them was just about what he intends to do. He really says he wants to be open to dialogue with all communities, and really he's so against this terrorist activity in Europe. But again, the problem is in Europe, you let in 4 million migrants, undocumented, many of them, you're going to see a 10-year repercussion period because, first of all, this isn't racist, but these people tend to multiply tenfold. And these people have come here, a lot of them, with an agenda in Europe. And you see the Brussels attacks.
Oh, yeah.
This was linked to the migrants coming in. I have no problem with letting in people during war, but what about all these Arab countries who are neighbors of Syria? And by the way, for the Kardashian book, I've had worldwide requests, like Australia, New Zealand, 2 from Syria national TV.
Really?
I mean, there's a fucking war going on there. People are being obliterated. But I guess in between that, they're watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
So they figure they want to focus on something worse than their country.
You should go to Syria and do some interviews. You should do some press.
A good Jewish boy going to Syria. I'll get another circumcision.
You should do some press. The book is Kardashian Dynasty, The Controversial Rise of America's Royal Family. How dare you, sir?
That's pretty accurate, though.
You know, Opie, you're right. I'm getting a lot.
How dare you?
The book is flying in the UK.
Yeah.
We're off to a mediocre start in the US, but in the UK it's going crazy. But
why are you off to a mediocre start?
Because I haven't come on your show yet.
Well, I hope this pumps
my
up
only
bookshelves.
hope is to come on this show. If I go down the hall, I'd probably sell 3 books.
Now, you know, it is one of the issues with the Kardashians here is there's so much news here. It's kind of hard to stand out with something because we're kind of inundated with the Kardashians. So here you have a book about the people like, all right, the Kardashians plus OJ just aired. That may have people just got a big dose of it.
Oversaturated.
Did you watch the OJ series?
It was amazing. Yeah, I was surprised how much
good.
I loved it. Yeah, I couldn't believe how much I loved it.
It was good.
I was surprised by the ending. I couldn't believe. All right, Ian Halperin.
Yeah, it turned into a Mel Brooks musical thing. They just broke the fourth wall.
Yeah, it was really strange what they did with that. Oh, very good. Blazing Saddles. Ian Halperin, look at that. #1 New York Times bestseller right on the cover.
He's a best-selling author. Yes, he is.
I supposedly have a scoop for us today.
I do, a big one. And it's coming at 8:47.
What do you mean it's coming at 8:47?
Ian knows the best time.
That means you're assuming you're going to be here at 8:47?
Well, I'll stick around. You could turn off my mic for an hour or so.
As soon as you're boring, we're kicking you out that fucking door.
His Highness understands when the best time to make an announcement is.
8:47.
8:47.
That's when they're parking their cars and trying to get into work. That's a horrible time.
Everybody...
Between 8:45 and 9, people are just...
8:47, it's showtime.
They're hustling for their
Showtime,
jobs.
8:47, I'm dropping a bomb on the show.
Well, that will keep them listening. That's why he's doing it. Because he knows that that's the worst cue.
Yeah.
So you do it then, and it keeps them in their cars.
You know the best time for a big announcement on morning radio is?
Tell me when.
I swear to you, right the fuck now. 7:30.
7:30.
7:30 is the time most people are in their fucking cars.
It's true.
Making their way to work.
11:15. Come back at 11:15.
8:47.
I want to keep people in their cars today. So that
8:47
person
is a
driving their
terrible time.
Toyota Prius, or their Lincoln, or their Volkswagen, coming into New York or in Boston and Cleveland, wherever they're listening to this great show today, just chill out. Have one on His Highness because I'm giving a big show. I'm giving a big scoop today.
Jim Halperin.
Yeah, I like you with the hat, Jim.
Look at the picture.
All right, we got it up on our Twitter page.
I work out every day, and you guys are losing the weight. I work out and gain, and you guys lose it. I mean, you told me the secret. You're right.
You're eating too much.
Yeah, I love food.
It's hard not to, right?
He plays tennis 6 or 7 days a week. You should be a lot thinner.
Minimum 6.
You should be a lot thinner if you're playing 6.
Maybe he's a bulky.
I'm rock solid, though.
Maybe he's got some guns on him. Yeah.
Are you barrel chested?
I'm rock solid.
Yeah, you got a rock solid fucking arm there.
And I can move. For a big guy, I can move.
What is some of the...
Ran pretty good for a fat man. Remember Babe Ruth?
But
fucking
also both of you guys, I mean, maybe...
We're trying.
You shed some weight in the studio about a year ago, but, both of you are on a good diet here. Living clean.
We're trying.
Yeah, I do Kegel exercises. That's what got the weight off for me.
Ian, some of the scoops from the book that are already out there. I've been following your Twitter, and I was yelling and screaming at you every time you gave me another fucking scoop on Twitter.
You always yell and scream at me.
Well, I love you.
But I could take it from you. I could take it from you.
It's because I love you.
You are the Director General of the show, so you have the right.
General?
Yes,
my God,
you have the right to yell, scream, borch at me. No problem. I could take it. I'm a big boy.
What are some of the scoops already out there from this book?
The scoops.
Just so we bring everyone to the same page. Some of the stuff that made
basically, in a nutshell, these people have taken over the world, Kardashians. World domination. They're in 154 different countries in syndication. For me, they're sort of like the fast food business, like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, maybe like Taco Bell too.
Taco?
Yeah, a bit of KFC in there.
Why do you say taco?
There's a Taco Bell. I'm Canadian.
Yeah,
Canadian.
It's taco.
You go in there, you eat the food, you get a quick fix.
Yeah.
You feel good. Mm-hmm. You go home
and
you don't
shit your brains out.
You shit your brains out. You puke a bit. You whack off to try to relieve the tension. And then the next day you repeat the same drill. Mm-hmm. That's how the Kardashians are. Are they, people in Hollywood like Jim Norton here, pays his dues, man. The guy's a rock star, still does his pilot, pain for gain, has his chops, keeps honing his craft. These people, what did they do? Have they been to Lee Strasberg? Have they been to Tish? Have they been to Juilliard? They're dominating the TV screen.
Are you saying if Jim Norton had a better ass, he would be as popular as the Kardashians?
I haven't looked if he has implants yet.
It's not
on
bad.
That butt.
It's my cheeks were a little better. I sent a picture of my ass to someone yesterday. She's like, "Your butt isn't that juicy." I'm like, "No, it's mine." It's a lovely conversation.
Do you like chicks with
oh boy, does he?
The butt plants?
Oh no. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about another part.
Chicks with whatever comes after with. It's normally yes, I do. I would say butt implants. No, I prefer them because they feel weird, and I don't think they're necessary. I think women think that giant is necessary. Kardashians don't have ass implants, do they?
Yes, they do.
Oh my God!
Do you, from your perspective, because I know you're an expert on women. I've seen you with gorgeous women, especially in Montreal. That woman was stunning. From your perspective, do you think there's a lot of plastic surgery in that family?
You could see photos from years ago, and now there's. I think there's definitely been stuff done.
Obvious.
Sure, I just didn't know the ass.
Let me tell you something.
What's the butt implant all about? How do they do that surgery?
It's very popular, and it's perfected in Colombia. A lot of people go to South America for this.
But what do they slice you around the top of your hip, or?
Yeah, they take some fat out and put it in your butt, and
that's all it is. I thought it was an actual implant.
An implant, a butt implant. Look, I haven't.
It's more like they're.
But I'll tell you.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You're talking about plastic surgery. I think, unfortunately, it's safe to say out of all the Kardashians, Caitlyn's had the least plastic surgery.
No shit. No shit.
Well, do you think Caitlyn is getting the surgery done everywhere?
I mentioned this. Caitlyn, for some reason, hasn't taken the big plunge.
Okay.
There's been surgery, and I went undercover in this book. I actually got into Caitlyn's surgeon. I went in there, and the surgeon refused to meet with me. My assistant phoned back and said, "Look, this guy's got FU money. He's an Israeli prince. There is no fucking Israeli royal family." And they said, "Come on in." And I went to the office in Beverly Hills of Caitlyn's plastic surgery, and it's all in the book. And first, I go in the office, and there's the Vanity Fair cover right on the doctor's desk. And then I say, I want the exact same procedures as Caitlyn. So I have video of this on my phone, actually. They're measuring my Adam's apple because I wanted the Adam apple shave, just like Caitlyn, the breast augmentation, the cheeks. And I go through the whole process there, get all the quotes. It wasn't even too expensive, and that's a top Beverly Hills plastic surgeon, Dr. Malik, and I'm the first person to reveal this, the name of Caitlyn's surgeon. But to answer Jim's question, no. To this date, the schlong remains intact.
Okay, good.
So then how'd you get out of there after they, showed you everything they could do for you?
I said,
I'll get back to you.
I'll get back to you. Give me a schedule, and we started planning it out, and give me the quotes. Mm-hmm. I want to get a second opinion. And of course, I never came back, but I got all the information about the procedures Caitlyn was getting, because I said, look, the bottom line is I just want the exact same transformation surgery.
Did she get implants?
Breast augmentation.
Augmentation?
Yes.
Uh-huh. How big?
So, they're about B.
B? Full B?
Yeah, full B.
Full B. What else?
Nice.
Shave down the Adam's apple?
Yeah, shave the Adam's apple, eyebrows. There was work obviously on the hair.
What do you mean on the hair?
It's safe to say.
What do you mean on the hair? What did they do?
Just to make it more long, the hair more. I think he got some extensions put in.
Oh, extensions, not plugs or anything.
No. But, it's safe to say that family is definitely keeping plastic surgery alive. But it's scary, Opie, and I'll tell you why. Because you look at 18-year-old Kylie, all right? And
she was the ugly one.
Well, she's had work done.
But now that's what I'm saying. She was not a looker, and now she's pretty hot.
She's hot with all the surgery, but at 17, 18 years old, it's a scary precedent because I interviewed a lot of parents, and parents of teenagers like 13, 14, they're scared shitless, man. These people are role models, and they don't want their daughters to start getting surgery at 15, 16 years old. It's too young. And 2 weeks ago, here's where I lost it with the Kardashians, with Kylie Jenner. 2 weeks ago, she was videoed by TMZ. She was rushing into going to an event, and there were fans trying to approach her. And she pushed them aside and said, "Get your hands off of me." Now listen, I've covered some of the Hollywood's elite, Michael Jackson, Princess Diana, Elizabeth Taylor. I was good friends with Ava Gardner before she died. These people never in their wildest dreams would denigrate or make a fan feel inferior or not show respect. And at 18 years old doing that, I got a problem with that.
Let me ask you too, and I don't have any love of the Kylie Jenner. Is it possible that people are a little bit more entitled and hands-on now than they were back in those days? Or like, are fans more aggressive now because you feel like you know them better because there's constant footage and constant, like, are the fans the same? Or, I mean, from Michael Jackson,
I think they're less aggressive. If you look at old footage of when the Beatles arrived here, people, Paul McCartney would never insult a fan. Elvis Presley, people like,
Well, let's look at this video.
Is she yelling? Is she yelling at the fans or the paparazzi?
Yeah, the paparazzi.
She yelled at the fans.
Let me see.
She yelled at the fans.
Is it? Is it Kylie? Kylie, please, Kylie. Please, I really insult you.
Hey, Kylie.
Please,
Are you excited about the possibility of backsliding? We did on a...
Please, don't touch me. Can you please?
Oh, we're getting a little overzealous.
No, she's on large.
I think, first of all, I think it's pathetic that those little girls are that desperate for some kind of contact with Kylie Jenner.
A little kid.
And then she turns around and goes, "Don't touch me."
Don't forget, Kylie's only 18, though. She's not some 45-year-old. She's 18 years old.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Michael Jackson, the great late Michael Jackson, he was in the business since 5 years old. He would never tell a fan, "Don't touch me."
Maybe
in a million years.
Maybe not, but I don't hate her for that. Like, just because it was like...
She signed up for this shit, though, too.
She was born into it.
But they could, because you know how this shit works in Hollywood. If she wanted to get around without all that paparazzi and stuff, she can.
Yeah.
For the most part, because you could go to places without telling everyone, "This is where I'm going to be today." Yeah. A lot of these people, they set this shit up ahead of time.
Yeah.
They got
it's all premeditated.
They got the phone numbers of a lot of the paparazzi guys, and like, all right, we're going to be here today, and then the word gets out.
Absolutely. All these dates, when you see a star dating another star, their publicist lets the tabs know, and the paparazzi.
That's all bullshit set up ahead of time.
Just for,
shits and giggles.
PR points. They want to be in the news. But when you tell a fan, "Don't touch me," I got a problem with that.
Yeah, it was a little snotty, but again, she's only 18. She's not like she's she's had a cunty moment. It happens.
Yeah, it was only two fans, and they were younger than her and
grabbing at her,
way more innocent than her, and they were just. I don't even think they were really grabbing at her. Did you see the grab?
They were just touching. She just priced off hands.
They were trying to get her attention to get a selfie or something with her.
But again, the plastic surgery at 18 years old. You got to understand, these people are in a position of power, and you got to set good role model values, and parents are concerned because their kids look up to this, and they don't want their kids getting plastic surgery at 17, 18 years old.
Well, they have to be better parents, because I got to disagree. These people are not. If they're role models, that's one thing. But you know what? I loved Ozzy growing up. I didn't get Ozzy tattooed on my knuckles, although I did think of it. So it's like, if these people are getting plastic surgery, that's up to them. I mean, if someone else,
you don't find it too young?
Oh, it is. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's going to make other kids do it.
Do you have any tats? Any piercings?
I do not know.
No. Everything's natural.
No, my dad is not tattooed. He has a Marine Corps tattoo, and that's it. So I didn't.
With the Kardashians, probably the only real thing, unfortunately, maybe their elbows.
I like elbows. I like to wrap elbow skin around my penis and pretend I'm fucking elephants.
They get plastic surgery all the time.
But it's a very incestuous gang. You look at Kylie is with Tyga. Rob Kardashian now is with Black China, who's Tyga's ex and has a kid, Prince Cairo. I think the threat to the Kardashians has finally arrived, and it's Black China.
Why?
Because she wants to be the richest, the wealthiest, and the most famous Kardashian. She's going to marry Rob.
Right.
Who's
She's
Black
going to
China?
bear the name Kardashian.
Oh.
And she's a threat. The Kardashians, Kris Jenner, none of them have really come out, congratulated Rob, have approved of the union, the relationship. Blac Chyna is a woman with a plan, and she's going to be the next big thing. She's going to explode. Maybe they'll release a sex tape. They're definitely pitching a reality show. But we haven't seen even the tip of the iceberg with the Kardashians. Kris Jenner's a genius. She makes Colonel Tom Parker and Brian Epstein, the great Brian Epstein who managed the Beatles, look like neophytes.
You had to throw him in, didn't you, Ian?
Of course.
Fucking Ian. Oh, this Blac Chyna is going to fuck everything up.
She's lovely.
No, she is fucking it all.
Yeah.
She's fucking it up.
And,
Do you think she's hot, Opie?
the hips are a little, those ghetto hips are a little rough.
Would you go down on her?
Me.
Would you go down on her?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I go down on her after she fucked her boyfriend on an exercise bike. I'd go down on her. She's lovely.
I don't know, her hips are a little weird.
Dude, I like that.
They're
Those
a little
big hips.
weird.
Oh,
You like
big
that?
juicy hiney. Oh.
They're popping out a little bit to the sides.
I'd give her a terrible fuck. I'd have to apologize after for my ineptness to do a good job. But I'd give it the old college try.
The ghetto ass scares me, Ian.
Yeah, the ghetto ass.
The ghetto ass intimidates
You think that
the fuck
ass
out
is
of me.
real?
Oh,
Probably not.
No.
hold
I
on.
don't
She
know.
has big legs.
It's
She's
enhanced.
solid.
She's that's not a good body.
Is that her?
Ian, that's
Yeah.
not a good body. Let's
She's on and off, but let me ask you a question.
Man to man, look at that. The legs
Yeah.
are a little thick.
She used to be, you know how she
She
became
looks like
famous?
she's-
She was a stripper at King of Diamonds in Miami.
Right.
And then she hooked up with Tyga. There was a world tour closing party in Miami, and she hooked up with him, and game over. She's apparently amazing on the pole. Let me ask you a question. If Rob didn't have the last name Kardashian, do you think she'd be with him?
Oh, fuck no.
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 Who knows? I don't know. Maybe he has a big dick.
What's up
Maybe he's
with-
got a big fucking penis that he slaps her with and she likes
Yeah,
that.
it's
Who
probably
knows?
surgically enhanced, too, like the rest of the family.
Attaboy.
What's Rob Kardashian's deal? He doesn't really like the spotlight like the sisters.
He's a sock designer. Are you wearing his socks today?
Hell fucking no.
Oh, come on. I come on the show. The least thing you could do out of respect.
I wear them as condoms.
He probably has a...
Dude, I go golden toe socks. That's it.
Golden toe.
Yeah, I get.
Where do you buy your socks?
Just at Macy's. Get a nice big
When you
fucking
walk into
six-pack
Macy's-
of golden toe.
When you walk into Macy's, do people swarm around
It's
you?
crazy. I can't even get
Do you
anything
tell
done.
them? Do you tell them get your hands off me?
Oh, it's unbelievable, Ian. This is where I'm at these days. If one person a day recognizes me, I'm pretty happy about it.
That's great.
Okay.
Do you wear shades when you walk down? Because I hear you live in the city now.
Now?
Yeah, you've
How long
always
have you
lived in the
known
city.
me?
I don't know.
For a long time.
He's a big
Yeah.
appler.
I live in the Big Apple.
You like living in the city?
No, I fucking hate it, but it's convenient for
Is
this.
it a good place to bring up your kids?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, because my kids are too small. You got to go everywhere with them.
But you could walk them to school when they start
All
going to
that
school.
shit.
And
Yeah, but
you don't have to be in traffic. Do you walk to the studio or you get driven? every day?
I walk
You walk here
with an
every day.
umbrella every day.
Yes,
Bulletproof.
making noises like the penguin from Batman. It's really bizarre. But I think your kids have less of a chance of getting like kidnapped in New York. Like, 'cause there's
Jesus.
But I'm saying kids have a less of a chance in Manhattan because people aren't driving as. You can't just get. That's why there's no drive-bys here because you
Right.
can't just get into a car and speed. It's a lot harder in the city to do that. So I think that's why like that shit happens much more in the suburbs than in the city.
I was talking to an IFC lady yesterday as Jim Norton was doing his fantastic taping for hopefully a TV show that'll be picked
He's going to
up.
get it. If he doesn't get it, it's crazy.
And this lady, she was born and raised in Manhattan and only got her driver's license like last year. She's old. She's older, I should say. She's at least in her upper 30s, probably early 40s, and she finally has a driver's license because she just had a kid. So she told her husband, if I have a kid, I need to be able to drive, around. Anyway, she said the one thing about raising your kids in Manhattan, you don't have to worry about them drinking and driving. Jesus Christ, look at this fucking guy.
Had a boy. Ian looks even better now than he did.
Was I boring you that much? You had to pull out the fucking...
I want to see you better. And if
playing
you look
cards,
if
glasses.
you look through these, the view is amazing. The view is incredible.
Will you take a picture of Jimmy wearing Ian's playing cards glasses?
How's the view?
It's good. I'm like, what am I, a full deck of something? I'm playing without a full deck.
Where the fuck did you get those?
When you go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, Opie,
Yeah.
and you order the chicken, you don't ask the colonel for the recipe.
All right. You don't want anyone else to have those glasses.
How do I look? I feel crazy. Like I'm playing I'm like Las Vegas eyes or something.
Yeah, those are perfect glasses for Kirk Cinnamon.
Yeah, they are. They're good
fun,
natured.
right?
Look at these.
They're fun.
Got a full house.
Yeah.
These are great.
But Ian, my point that was obviously boring the fuck out of you because you had to pull out the glasses in the middle of it. I can't compete with that.
I just wanted to see you better.
With that.
No, you can compete. You're a rock
But she said,
star.
look, your kids, you don't have to worry about them drinking and driving. And she said, look, we all know someone that, died from drinking and driving. She goes, there'll be all sorts of other, problems you got to deal with if you raise your kids in Manhattan. But that's one you don't have to worry about as much.
Look, Manhattan is much safer than where I live. I live in Miami. Miami's nice, but one block west of me, I think Baghdad is a safer place. I mean, Miami's dangerous, man.
Yeah, places like it's like you don't want to be in an area where you don't know where the problems are. You know, like you make a left and you're down all of a sudden a terrible block.
That's true.
Make a right. It's
and when you see the cops running, a lot of times they're not running to the scene.
Hey,
I guarantee you that.
Lamar Odoms lived with Rob Kardashian.
Yeah, they were tight.
You think there was some drugging going on between those two? And that might have fucked up Rob Kardashian's life a little bit?
You're scooping me. That's it's a minute part of the scoop that's coming up at 8:47.
Are you serious?
So let's not talk about Lamar right now because...
So your scoop's about Lamar Odoms?
Odom.
He's involved.
Odom.
Yeah, Odom, he's involved.
Lamar Odom, unless it's possessive. Lamar Odom.
He's going to grow hair when he hears my scoop.
Does he not have hair?
Lamar?
I didn't know if he did.
No, he's...
Right. Please wear the glasses when you give the scoop.
I think Lamar used to have a fro, actually, back in the day.
So it's safe to say your announcement at 8:47, which is a horrible time for a big announcement on a radio show, has something to do with Lamar Odom.
Yes, he's involved.
Can we ask another question?
Ask me anything. Let's talk. Look, I am here with Kardashian Dynasty.
That's right.
It is my best book by far. Mm-hmm. It's not some celebrity gossip. This is
real shit.
This is real shit.
Give me another thing that's in the book. Maybe a little scoop from the book itself.
Let's get a bit to the sex tape.
Okay.
When's that coming out?
No, this is the Kim Kardashian sex tape.
Yes, the Kim Kardashian sex tape.
I yelled at you about this one, too, on Twitter.
Yeah, you did.
Kris Jenner was behind that whole thing.
Yes.
Had no problem.
The momager. She's trying to patent the word momager. Maybe she already has.
She could have it.
Yeah, let her
Who else
have
wants
it.
that fucking
what
name?
word?
She's getting points off of everybody, including Caitlyn.
Yeah.
She's a genius. She's making bank.
Is she the richest?
By far. And the brand
has way more money than Kim Kardashian, right?
The brand's a multi-billion-dollar brand.
Yeah.
The valuation of the brand, not liquid. But if we do the valuation with all the endorsements, all the side projects, it's multi-billion.
Multi-billion.
With no end in sight.
Yeah. Yeah, because now you got the new ones coming up.
She makes Stern look homeless.
Really?
Yeah.
You're obsessed with this Stern guy.
Now, did you?
Because Stern's a has-been. I'm not afraid to say
David or Yitzhak? Is Yitzhak the name or no?
Moshe.
Who's the
Yitzhak.
Yitzhak? Who's Yitzhak?
I understood the...
who is he, the violin player?
I have nothing against the guy.
Yitzhak Perlman.
I have nothing against the guy, but he signed for another 5 years. He should have just bowed out.
I think I know what happened.
Gone into the wind, and that's it.
Ian, did you try to get on Howard and you couldn't?
Yeah,
no, it's not getting on Howard. Okay. I've been on Howard before.
Okay.
And I'd rather be on your show.
No, I think we're sloppy seconds.
No, you're not.
We're sloppy seconds.
Well, if you go in with that attitude, it's
I'm sure that's not a good attitude.
Look, nobody could touch Jim when it comes to the comedy.
No,
we
nobody
all know
wants
that.
to.
and Opie's been in the business longer than anybody. Sustainability.
Wow, that compliment is just as good as the one you just gave Jimmy.
It's nothing against...
And you've been in the business for a long time.
Jim's a delight, and Opie hasn't died.
You're going to defend Howard.
And, you're been sitting in that chair.
You're going to sit here. Do you like Howard?
No, I don't. I mean, I respect what he's done for radio, but I don't like him at all. He's a dick. Now he's closing hallways around here everyone, by the way, I'll give you a scoop.
Sure.
Without naming names, everyone around here is laughing at the fact that this guy is now closing hallways so he could arrive to his area. There's no one around when they do this. He has like 6 or 7 fucking guys that blocks every hallway so he could walk a mere 30 feet to his area. And everyone is laughing at him. They think it's completely ridiculous. He's not a Kardashian where wherever he shows up, there are people waiting for him. He's
Nobody cares
He's closing
about
these
him.
hallways, and there's no one around. It's not even like they're holding anybody back. No one gives a fuck. So
He
there's
thinks
your
he's
scoop,
bigger
sir.
than life, and when you think you're bigger than life, you got a problem. And the show's boring now.
I wouldn't know.
The show is boring.
I would not
There's
know.
no substance. He's masturbating on all his guests.
We are
I
so-
mean, you know,
We are so sloppy seconds. This Ian wanted to be on Howard badly.
No. I've been. First off, the second I came on your show, I used to go on his show. He used to give me like 90 minutes a pop.
Yeah.
As soon as I came on your show 7-8 years ago,
That
my
was it
first
for you?
appearance, that was it.
Oh, nice.
And you know what? It was a good thing.
Yeah.
Because frankly, his show sucks today. I'm not afraid to say that. It's boring. There's no substance. They're just in it for the bread. And I guess he has the subscribers, and he's like...
Well, the company still loves him, Ian.
the company loves
They
him.
still love him.
But
I wouldn't
in
know about
life,
his
you got to
show,
be a
for
person
real.
first,
Yeah.
and whatever you do second. And unfortunately, with Howard, I think it's time he bows out of the business. I think his best days are way behind him, and he's really not offering anything to the radio industry today. It's boring shit.
That's a very challenging observation, Randall.
What about yourself, Jim? Are you a fan of Howard?
You know, again, I like what he's done for the business.
Yeah.
The interviews I've heard were good. I mean, he's good at what he does. I don't listen to any morning radio, and I'm not giving you a politically correct answer. I just really didn't. When I was a kid with my dad, he would listen to Imus, so that's who I would listen to. But I don't have any problem. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
if you make $80 million a year, whatever it is, to talk into a mic, and you can get Madonna to come, hey, more power to you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I just don't like that now he's closing hallways. We're supposed to be one big happy family
I
right
think
here.
that-
and
well,
no one was
I think
truly
that-
bothering this guy on any regular basis where he needed to do that.
I think he's gone off his rocker ever since he married that woman Beth, and
I don't know
he
any of this.
transformed his look. He thought he was Mr. GQ. Howard's not a good-looking guy.
Oh boy!
I mean,
you are bitter because
but he's
Gary
not
said
good
no to
looking.
you.
He looks like his face has been run over by a truck, and he's not GQ material. When have you ever seen Howard on the cover of a magazine? And Howard is the type of guy, all right, who wants to be married, probably doesn't act married internally in his mind. He's with this woman who's younger than him. Do you think she's hot?
Yeah, I got it. She had a show. She had me on her show. She's really delightful. To be really totally honest,
Sure.
she's lovely.
She's a lovely person.
She's a nice lady.
Yeah, I mean, she looks really good.
Nice lady.
I can't wait eventually, when that implodes and she writes her tell-all.
Oh boy.
But, there's got to be NDAs there. I mean, Howard's no fool. Look, you give the guy props for sustainability, but there's no doubt the guy's best days are behind him.
If he came down the hall and said, "Hey, Ian, I want to do 90 minutes with you right now," you would leave us, wouldn't you?
No.
Yeah, you would.
No. You don't know His Highness. His Highness sticks
Are
to
you
the
a loyal
team.
guy?
Come on, man.
His Highness is a very loyal guy.
How many
His Highness is
years have
loyal?
I come on this show? I've had like 400 or 500 interview requests.
Yeah.
I'm on your show first.
And we got the big scoop coming up in...
You got the big scoop.
45 minutes from right now.
O&J. Is it 45 minutes from now?
8:47.
What time is it now? I guess 8:02.
Yeah, why don't we take a break?
Let's take a break because we got to reset.
Yes,
Sex tape. Let's get back to the sex tape, and I'll give you the details.
Oh, right, after the break.
Yes.
Details on the Kim Kardashian sex tape and how it really got out there.
Yes.
I know Kris Jenner had a lot to do with that. She pretty much whored out her own daughter, which is kind of creepy.
Her. She's awesome.
That's kind of...
She's awesome.
That's
Taylor
kinda
the J is my
creepy.
favorite. The family. I love the Kardashians, even though I don't watch the show. Because they're not doing anything wrong. Like, they're just kind of showing up, and the girls all fuck, and they all have great bodies, and it's like, I'd rather look at them than,
They represent the ugly side of America, right?
They're not Sir Lawrence Olivier.
No.
They're not
heterosexual?
Brad Pitt. They're not Katharine Hepburn. For me, they're not even Roseanne Barr or Tom Arnold.
No.
All right? There's no talent. And that's the most fascinating thing. They were able to become the biggest with zero talent.
What
Yes.
what about the Kennedys? Are they like the Kennedys? Camelot?
No, the Kennedys had chops at what they did. They paid their dues.
They had some real talent?
See, in life, you got to pay your dues. Pain for gain, like Jim did yesterday. You got to get on the playing field, take your knocks, but pay your dues. These people just...
I think what bothers me about the Kardashians before we go to break...
Sure.
It bothers me to no end how they have absolutely no fucking talent, and everyone is all about it. Because she was brilliant at marketing her family.
Yeah,
because I do watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians from time to time. It's on the TVs in my house. I'm not searching it out, but it's on here and there. You can't miss it, right?
Sure.
And they just sit around and they're on their fucking phones and they film this shit. It's like, and everyone is eating it up. It drives me nuts.
Yeah,
like where is the true talent there? And then Kim Kardashian has all these brands and businesses, but she doesn't run any of that shit.
No,
she's like Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, exactly.
Colonel Sanders
fast
wasn't
food, no
fucking doing
substance, no fine cuisine here. And
but
at the end of the day, they're laughing to the bank.
And barely a spokesperson in general. It's just her name is on all this shit, but she's not in the boardroom figuring this shit out.
Although she's the most serious of the lot. Anybody who I interviewed who's worked with her during photo shoots or TV production, they say, look, she's to point. She's always on time. She's nice to everybody, but everybody has a mistake. She had this 72-hour marriage to Chris Humphries, which I get into at length in the book. And then after that, they were accused of fraud. It's all in the book, Opie.
Right.
And
what was the Chris Humphries wedding all about? Was that arranged?
It was just a farce. It was fraud.
For what
there was
reason,
no substance to make money. They made gazillions off of that wedding. Then 72 days later, announced the divorce and divorce proceedings, and then away we go. They're accused of fraud, and what do the Kardashians do? They huddle in a room, and they say, we got to turn this around, or our boat is about to sink. Let's find somebody else for Kim. They start profiling people. Names like Nick Young came up. Matt Kemp, who was then on the Dodgers. Justin Bieber came up. Can you imagine kids, Justin Bieber?
Too bad Charlie Sheen didn't.
Yeah. And when you alluded to my prediction about the HIV, I directed the Charlie Sheen movie in 2010, and that's when I came up with that. I knew he had.
Did he have it back then?
He had it in 11, I believe, when the film came out, and I found out. So I heard you talking about that before I came in.
Crediting His Highness.
So Justin Bieber,
and then they say, let's get Kanye West. And let me tell you something. I don't think they made the right choice. They got much more than they bargained for. Kanye gets along better with Chris than he does with Kim. Kanye and Chris are consummate business people. They have dollars signs in their eyes 24/7. Kim's actually a nice person. There's so much fireworks in that household now because Kanye's embarrassed Kim so many times. That marriage, it's not going to last too long.
Is she embarrassed by these little rants that he goes?
Yes, she can't stand it.
I watched, there's a guy in New York, he used to work with Wendy Williams. His name is Charlemagne the God. You know who he is?
I don't.
He's a good radio guy, and he's pretty fearless in his interviews. And I watched an interview he did with Kanye, and he really was... He likes Kanye West's music, but he was very confrontational about the way Kanye's kind of become materialistic. Yeah, like, this is not what we liked about you. Really, very honest. And Kanye sat there and responded to it. I forget why I was mentioning him, but it was interesting to hear somebody call Kanye out.
Oh, just on the rants.
On being that way, being that way. And he didn't really have a great answer for it. Like, you could see that he's not used to being called out, but he didn't have a tremendously good response for it.
So Kanye, that's just an arranged thing too?
It's a totally arranged thing. I get into it in the book. That marriage isn't going to last too much longer. Look, Kanye West, and there's a lot of revelations about Kanye in the book. I'm actually friends with one of his former dancers for 12 years, and she gave me a lot of inside info on Kanye. The fact about Kanye is he's a loose cannon. He thinks he's bigger than life, and we've seen this before. When you think you're bigger than life, you're going to fall, and you're going to fall so fucking hard, it's going to be so tough to get back up. Kanye West, face it, he thinks he's the greatest musician living. This guy can't hold a candle to some of the greats like Michael Jackson. He's not Mozart. He's not Beethoven. He's not Chopin. He's not Louis Armstrong. He's not John Coltrane. For me, Kanye West is not even Tammy Wynette.
Damn. That's harsh.
And that's the bottom line.
What about Kanye and the rumor,
There's been rumors that he goes both ways. That
I didn't say it. Ian Halperin.
There's been a lot of rumors about Kanye, and unfortunately, I couldn't corroborate them with. I didn't see the smoking gun to put it in, but there's been a lot of rumors that he likes schlong.
I've heard it, but again, it's like, rumors out there are so they get them about everybody. Yeah. And I think I can answer the Kardashian talent question. What is their talent? Because it's like they don't sing or dance. they have the ability to distract us. I think that's what people like about them is they live what
100%.
you think is the fantasy life. Like, and maybe it is. They're worth so much money, and they should be hateable. Like, but yet they rope people in every week, and they show you their lives, and this is what I'm doing. And they have this ability to just distract us from whatever it is, and then we just kind of get into their world. That's probably what
100%.
They're the new version of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
Yeah, with
That old
Robin
show.
Leitch. He's a columnist
Robin
now
Leitch.
in Las Vegas. He works for the Las Vegas Journal as a columnist. But you're right, Jim. People watch this. They're obsessed with it, just the way they're obsessed with Lay's chips,
What's that?
fast food. They need their fix every day. Kardashians are on that show. They're ubiquitous. They're on that show 24/7 on that E! channel almost. There's very few little programming in between. But to get the story, I want to send a message to everybody. I want everybody to go on Amazon.com and support this book. Just came out this morning. I need your support because this was blood, sweat, and tears.
Okay.
And you got some bills to pay.
No, fuck the bills.
And Howard said no to you today.
Well, I want to send a message. Look, if we could bring this home and make it a bestseller, I promise to release an expose on Howard Stern within 60 days.
Within 60 days?
Yes. I'll work 24/7.
Yeah.
That's my promise.
How are you going to go undercover?
If O and J fans can bring this to the bestseller list, go on Amazon. I don't care if you buy 50 or 60 of these and give them out on the street. Use it as firewood. I couldn't give a shit.
Right.
But if we could bring it to the bestseller list, I'm guaranteeing you a Howard Stern expose within 60 days. I'll work 24/7.
Are you going to dress like a kitten to go undercover?
No, I'll dress like his ex-wife. I went undercover as a transgender in this book, by the way.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. And I infiltrated transgender groups, and
did my name come up?
Yeah,
Jimmy just gulped.
You're very big on that circuit.
Thank you very much.
Actually, it was very informative. These people are really nice. Do I think?
Why wouldn't they be
Caitlyn,
nice? Why wouldn't transgender people
Bruce
be nice?
transformed to Caitlyn. I have this in the book for misdirection. Jim used the word misdirection before, and he is the master because he killed a woman. In Malibu.
Yeah, we know.
He was shitting bricks about homicide charges.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck that he killed somebody.
And all of a sudden, he expedites the process to become Caitlyn. He put his foot on the gas. He thought he was going down. And that's why he became Caitlyn so quickly. Yes, he always dressed up as a woman. Kris Jenner was acutely aware of this. But why did he transform so quickly? And then we have the Diane Sawyer misdirection. The world was, every eyeball was on that show that night. And then to be given the ESPY Award, Caitlyn Jenner. I
heard that's why Diane, this is the rumor I heard was that was how Diane Sawyer got that scoop, was that they had to give some kind of an award. That was tied into the exclusive interview with Diane Sawyer.
So stupid. Well, but why did he become a woman so fast? Because they could still charge him with homicide and all that.
Sure. Yeah, the prosecutor
he wanted to misdirect.
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 Well, it was Mr. Direct before.
Because he had all...
He's quick, Ian.
He had all
You don't even know what he said.
All
That's
the
how quick he
media,
was.
all the media was on him.
All right, we got to take a break, Ian Halperin.
We need a break?
We got Dan Soder here.
You got
Dan's a good boy.
We got the big scoop at 8:47. A horrible time for a big scoop. It has something to do with Lamar Odom.
Yes.
Is it going to blow our minds?
I think it will.
I don't know.
I think it will. You're going to be shocked.
I don't have confidence in this.
You don't?
No.
You're losing the confidence?
A little bit.
The radar, on 1 to 10, where are you at?
I'll give you like a 6.
Try to guess it.
Come on. I mean, the obvious thing would be partying.
Partying?
Yeah. Something to do with party. He's back partying, but that's not a big scoop.
We'll see.
There are already pictures of him in a bar.
Yeah. I'm not going to let you down, Opie.
Is it partying?
I'm not going to let you down.
I trust His Highness after the amount of information that he's come up with. If he would have just said, someone just would have said Ian claims to have met the Pope, I'd be like, yeah. And then there's a video of pictures of Ian videotaping the Pope.
Right. How about this? After you do the scoop at 8:47,
yes,
will our names be all over the place?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are Google alerts going to explode?
Yeah, I think this is worthy of a Google explosion, viral.
Really?
Yes.
What do you think, Jim?
You know, it's you can't discount the ability
Of the Highness?
of His Highness. You cannot, because, you know, #1 New York Times bestseller, book after book. He does not get sued. He knows what he's talking
I
about.
wish they'd sue me on this book.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
I have about 30,000 questions to ask them in deposition under oath for the sequel.
And that's
it would
why-
save me a lot of time and money. Please sue me.
And that's why
He loves
nobody
being sued.
sues Ian,
Right.
because they know that depositions would come out, and once depositions come out, you can really get in there. And even if you wind up losing, A, you have insurance, and B, you get a lot of stuff answered. Sure.
The sequel will be written. I won't have to
right.
spend so much money.
We're going to take a break. When
Yeah,
we get
Paul and I
back,
are going to kiss for a few minutes.
Yes.
And we're
you
gonna,
guys are going to kiss. Ian's getting ready to talk a little more about the sex tape, and then at 8:47, the big giant scoop about Lamar Odom. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Jimmy should get a plug in. You got.
I forgot.
gigs.
Yeah, I'm going New Orleans, my first time, Thursday night.
Wow.
The Joy Theater, and then the Aztec in San Antonio, which I can't wait to do that gig. I've never been to San Antonio. And then Austin, Opie will be down there on Friday to have some guys on Moon Tower.
Yeah.
And I'm going there Saturday, doing 2 shows that night, and we'll do the radio show in the afternoon.
We're doing radio shows Friday and Saturday.
Austin's a great city. I've been there several times.
Special
Amazing.
times in the afternoon. We're doing it.
And I have to say, coming up after that, I have Baltimore, Bethlehem,
Wow.
PA, Los Angeles, Las Vegas. Oh, and West Hampton Beach was just announced in way out in Long Island. I've never been out to the Hamptons. My first time.
Really?
Mr. Fancy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm doing Unmasked tonight with Ronnie
Wow.
down in with the Village Underground.
Yeah.
So Don says that there are people who will attend. So
What's your favorite venue you've ever played?
I couldn't even honestly. Maybe when we come back, I have to think. There's so many ones I
know.
love.
I know. Can I give the big scoop?
Oh, yeah.
Madison Square Garden. When he opened up for Dice.
That's true.
Wow.
I did do that in 2000.
2000.
But I would have to say that's not my favorite. That was a big one, but there's not even a photo of me doing it.
Really?
He had a photographer that day. I've been asking him for those photos forever. It was just me and Dice, one of the shots. We took all sorts of different shots in an empty garden, like 2 hours after everyone went home. We were still hanging out. And I just want that photo.
Yeah.
I know he has it.
Somebody has it somewhere.
Whatever. All right, more
let's
with
go
Ian
make love.
Halperin. His Highness is here today, and the big scoop is, less than a half hour away. My God.
It's coming up.
Yeah, we're back. Fucking Pete Davidson just walks in, which was very nice. And I mean, Dan, you were scheduled. I mean, it was a surprise that Pete Davidson just walked in like that.
I woke up on time.
I'm very happy to see Dan Soder as well. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, no, it's cool.
But
I'm here. I'm happy just to see Pete. I just came here to see Pete, then I'm going to leave.
But it's-
when he walked in, and I was like, whoa, all right.
But
I'm
it's
done.
nice when you guys just show up. I like that. It
Yeah.
feels like it's a home or something that you have to visit. Mm-hmm. So come by and just say hi one day. It doesn't have to be all scheduled and shit.
Just hold your hand.
Yeah, and Dave, of course, who I love.
Honored to be here.
Dave and Pete are very, very tight. Dave writes for SNL.
Yeah.
And warms up for Pete Davidson on the road and stuff. Did I tell you personally that I saw you at Caroline's? I was blown away by your set, and no one gave a shit because your concepts were so fucked up and weird. And,
I mean, some people liked it.
no, but I didn't. I was mad though. I was like, I was trying to get the energy in the room to go, will you fucking pay attention to this guy? He's doing some very different stuff up there.
No, thank you.
And
No,
it-
I
and
heard
it
you
was
say it
very-
on the show.
And it was very funny too.
No, Dave's a
thank you.
genius. It's just his face.
He's tough to look at.
Dave has to be 10 times funnier in order to get laughs because his eyes are so close together.
Thank you.
Yes.
I never noticed that the glasses really are a good diversion.
Yeah, I do have serial killer eyes.
Yeah.
At least my dad
He
says
looks
that.
very untrustworthy.
Yeah, if you worked at a post office, I'd be like, that thing's going to get shot.
Now I understand why everyone was looking at their bills, making believe they had to pay their bills so early
Honey,
in the
look,
set.
honey, look down.
Right.
I think he's going for his hip.
Looks cross-eyed up there. What the fuck?
Kardashian.
Yeah, you got to be a good writer to have this little charisma.
Yeah, you guys are blowing up Ian Halperin's spot, by the way. This is His Highness.
You know what? It's great.
He's been doing our show for 7 years.
That's right.
And he's going to give us a big scoop on Lamar Odom today. So you guys are part of history.
The Lakers re-signed him.
Is it his
They
last
are-
year?
Yeah, he's getting close now. He's getting close.
They
Doing
are
the whole
desperate.
Kobe tour?
Yeah, he owes $78,000 from the minibar in the
Jerry Buss is like, listen, just play one season, we'll get even.
He's basically saying his announcement on our show today is going to go viral.
go viral.
Yeah, he has confidence.
You got your poker glasses on too, so I believe
I have
you.
them right here.
I love those.
I wore them before. They're as much fun as you think they're
I
going
was
to be.
talking so much shit.
You have a great face for radio.
Oh, thanks.
Fucking Ian! Write that down.
Uncle Ian coming in singing the barbecue.
Yeah, and he wrote the Kardashian Dynasty book. That's not doing as well in the States. For all you said that.
Yeah, it's flying off the charts in the UK, Australia, but we just launched it this morning. And again, if the listeners go to Amazon, buy it, and I don't care how many copies they buy, I'll do an expose on Stern within the next 60 days.
So you're
have my word.
You're going for Kardashian fans who read books?
Yeah, exactly. Good luck, right?
Or people who don't like them and want to learn dirt about them. That's why a lot of people read these books. They're not even fans. They're people who want to get dirt.
How do you know all this dirt, man?
He went undercover as a transgender person.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I specialize in undercover. But really, it's not some sensational book. It's really the goods on what makes this machine as big. They're the biggest machine in the world. As when it comes to show business and their talent, again, they haven't really been to Juilliard, Tisch. They're not, they don't have the chops. You guys, I know, you practice, you keep honing your craft to get better and better. But they just made it just on...
just fucking.
Smoking,
Just pure fucking.
Well,
which one American fuck? That train is powered by pussy.
Which one would you bang?
Which one? I mean, all of them.
Yeah.
I'd take Chris down. I don't give a fuck.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
I'll go through that whole thing. I'd go through it. Yeah, I'd collect all the stamps.
I'd eat that piggy bank thing she calls a vagina.
I think he's going
Would you start with Caitlyn to get to the rest of them?
Yeah, sure.
No problem.
I'd rip through the whole family. I'd go through Rob first.
Absolutely.
Would you get on your knees for Caitlyn?
On your knees.
I jerked Caitlyn off while she told me Love Boat stories.
Ian was going to tell us about the sex tape. The Kim Kardashian sex tape Kris Jenner actually orchestrated.
Yeah, because of the success of Pam Anderson and Paris Hilton's sex tape. Kim used to be Paris Hilton's assistant on the TV show.
Isn't that amazing how she would work for her and now no one gives a shit about Paris Hilton?
Exactly. She took notes. And she just...
Well, they went out together I know the story. They went out together one night to a nightclub, and the paparazzi were there to take pictures of Paris Hilton, and they saw Kim Kardashian and went, what the fuck is this? And that was it.
Boom.
And now Paris Hilton pretty much hates Kim Kardashian. Why do I know this shit?
Someone in Hollywood...
I shouldn't know this.
Someone in Hollywood had a cigar, and they're like, why don't you wax that eyebrows and put her in a sex tape? Put her in a fuck vid.
She'd be pretty if she didn't have man brows.
Yeah, she took over for Paris Hilton, because Paris Hilton was all the rage for a while there.
Yeah, she had to ice pack it after getting fucked so much. She tagged her in.
Paris Hilton, though, the problem with Paris Hilton is she's just not a revealing person, and she's kind of a boring person.
She stinks.
I was bummed. And I think that's why
she
people
was in here,
ran out.
right? And she stunk.
Yeah,
right?
she was not a really fun interview.
She was a twat, Pete.
Yeah.
You kept looking at our publicist, and we weren't even asking crazy questions.
Not
What does
at
she
all.
do now? Well, she probably has products or something.
Yeah,
right?
she makes money DJing. She's probably
DJing.
She does. Yeah, she's like one of those guest DJs who'll make $15,000 a show or
Hi,
more.
guys.
Yep.
I'm about to play some jams.
Exactly.
Guys, I'm going to press play on my iTunes.
But boy, she gave a good blowjob though. Fuck, she rules.
Oh,
That picture.
yeah.
Man, credit where it's due.
That's where it is, though.
Wonderful.
She can just wail on a dick.
Yeah,
It's nice to see a privileged girl really put in the effort.
I agree.
That's what it is, though.
That's
their
what's
effort.
impressive about it.
It's
She
blowjobs.
doesn't have to suck dick like that.
That's
right.
That's their starting in the mailroom.
That's just love of the game.
Yeah.
I started from the bottom. I started sucking dick.
Love it.
Excellence.
You're right. Yeah.
Huge fan of Dave.
Dave's the
no one
best.
even knows Dave.
But Dave's right. Dave raises a very salient point.
Very sage wisdom.
Fucking Dave. Oh, God. So tell us about the sex tape. What do you know about this thing?
So again, she
just
comes
pushed it
up
out
with this
there?
idea. She really wants to be the biggest thing. How are we going to get out there? They huddle, hooks up with Ray J, and we all know the Kardashians. They like the ebony side of things.
Yeah, it makes them good girls.
Yeah.
I'd like to date any one of them. Just tell me how your ex has fucked you better than I am. I have very specific needs, Ian. Continue.
So I go undercover in the book as a porn producer, a porn peddler. I interviewed Steve Hirsch, the CEO of Vivid, for the Charlie Sheen movie I directed in 2010, and he appeared in the movie with a lot of Charlie's goddesses. He gave me access to the goddesses, who were actually hot. One of them actually lived in my building, which was crazy.
Oh, God, I thought I was going to say basement for a second.
This isn't,
please fucking say building.
And he said lived in air quotes.
I'm not, don't out me. I'm not Ariel Castro here. You know,
he's like McDonald's every day.
I don't have them tied up in my basement for 8 years.
Which one lived in your building?
Oh, I forget her name. Jesus, she was the one who, Google her, she was the one who got into a fight with him at the Plaza Hotel.
Oh, yes, I know who you mean.
Yeah,
I don't know her name.
I forget her name, but boy, she was hot, man. I think I got a hard on while interviewing her.
She was a looker.
What do you mean you say? What do you mean you think? You would know.
Yeah, well,
you would know if you got a hard on.
Well, what a weird turn of an interview. For my next question, just shuffles the paper and just see his fucking pants bulging.
Exactly.
He's tenting.
Yeah.
So that tape was made on purpose to get out there.
Yes, it was definitely made with
and it was
the
Chris Jenner's idea.
No, it was.
It was Ray J's idea.
Yeah, exactly. Initially, it was Kim's idea, but Chris helped broker the deal with Vivid, and she sold her daughter's sex tape, essentially.
That's fucked up.
And the rest is history. After that,
kind of genius.
I
mean, like
it led to $1 billion.
It's fucked up, but like on the low, I'm like, what a good mommy.
Yeah, for that kind of. Look what it did. It started. It launched an empire.
Yeah. She hooked up the whole family.
Mom, I screwed up. What did you do? I have a fuck tape. Perfect.
Well, the mother said, "Look, if you're gonna ruin your pussy,"
she kisses her forehead. Yeah. You just launched a goddamn $1 billion industry.
If you're gonna destroy your pussy, let's get a yacht out of it.
Oh, Kimmy, you just gave yourself all the black dick you want.
I love Kim. I've never seen the Kardashian sex tape. I've not avoided it. I just haven't seen it.
It's very disappointing. It's not that good.
It's all right.
No.
But it's better than the Pam Anderson sex tape because you just don't have Tommy Lee going, I love you.
I don't like the banter.
Remember that?
I love you. You're like, all right, Tommy, honk.
He was talking to himself.
Yeah, Ray J's probably the quietest black guy's ever done porn.
That's what black guys need to do. Fuck when you're in the movie theater so I can enjoy the picture.
Do you wish your mom had that insight, Pete?
Yeah, what?
You know, just
to put out a sex tape?
Anything to get you $1 billion industry?
I hope she does.
Yeah.
I hope she releases all the cock photos I sent her. I used to send my mom dick photos because she's a nurse.
Really?
I would be nervous if I got something, so I'd just send it to her, and she'd be like, "No, you're fine."
Crazy.
Why are you bothering with past tense?
What
we know you're still sending her dick pics.
Yeah, I still send my mom dick pics every once in a while.
You know, it'd be weird if your mom was on a date and she got a dick pic.
No, she did once. One time, this is true. She was on a date with this guy, and she never goes on dates, and she got a dick pic, and she, moms, they don't have it just pops up. She doesn't have the setting where it goes to text. So the guy on the date with her was like, "Oh, did you getting any action?" And my mom was like, "No, it's my son."
all of a sudden, the guy gets nervous and he goes, "Was his father that big?"
Oh, he's growing up.
Yeah, he was. Okay, well, I think we should call it a night.
Hey, Ian, we're 7 minutes away from this.
You want
scoop.
one? Let me give you one to start.
What, a little warm-up scoop?
I like a warm-up scoop.
Wait, are you waiting till
8:47?
Yeah,
8:47.
His Highness picks the time he wants, and we respect
Is that the time that you're going to dish out the shit?
Yeah.
But he's going to give us a warm-up scoop, it looks like.
A little warm-up scoop?
Yeah.
Would that help? Corey Gamble and Chris Jenner, that's a sham.
What? He fell asleep.
I think he just ejaculated. I mean, he finally came, reached the climax.
Doesn't give a fuck. I love it.
Young Pete does not care about... Who is Corey Gamble? I don't know who he is.
Wait, I didn't even hear what you said. Just the snoring.
Corey Gamble. That would explain the cards. Go ahead.
All right, what's this scoop again?
Fucking Jim.
Chris Jenner is allegedly hooked up with an African-American dude. Wow. This is what he did last night to his girlfriend after 12 seconds.
Oh,
you don't fuck good.
Yeah, I'm bad at sex. Oh no!
Like Corey Gamble.
Let me ask you a question. Do you go down?
Ian Halperin.
You go down every night on her?
Do I go down on
Because
her?
a true man goes down. I know Opie you go down on your wife every night?
Of course.
You have to.
That's the thing to do. What's wrong?
Let's see the tongue. Let me. I profile. This is called profiling.
It's really annoying how much green sleeve is showing on that fucking side of your jacket. He has one sleeve perfect, and then half of it.
Oh yeah, the green sleeve.
Yeah, it's really funny visual for radio. I'm a fucking asshole.
Is that
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I have a girlfriend.
Nice. What's her name? Give her a plug.
Her name is Kazi.
Yeah, Kazi.
Very,
is she
very
in the
sweet
business
lady.
too?
No. Thank
Smart
God.
man.
Yeah.
The worst thing to ever do. I will never shit where I eat.
Yes, please tell me all of your life.
I will never date an actress.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Anybody got a pen?
Yeah, take it
I need
down.
Ian Halperin's advice.
Yeah, please.
Okay, never.
He's a womanizer, though, Pete.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ian Halperin?
Yeah,
I mean,
Cereal.
Ian does a good,
Yeah.
better numbers than I would
He
have
does all right.
expected.
Even when you bone up in an interview?
because of his insane confidence.
Yeah.
Women are just like, I guess I'm gonna fuck
He
this
just interviewed
guy.
the Pope.
You just interviewed the Pope?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a legend.
He doesn't play games. Ian fucking. You
doesn't
think
fuck
Ian has
around.
nothing to
I got a hard on interviewing him too.
Yeah,
So
I
did
would
he.
too, His Holiness.
Hey, what was that scoop?
All right, Kris Jenner has allegedly hooked up with this.
I'm sorry. You can bet. No, I really want to know.
This is all he has, though. This is all he has, Pete.
I'm
This is
just
all he
being a
has.
dick.
Who is Corey Gamble? I don't know who
No,
he is.
I'll do this. There you go.
All right.
All right, go ahead. One
Let's
more
hear
time.
the snoring.
One
Let's
more
hear it.
time.
No,
No,
I think I'm going to fall asleep.
No, one more time.
I don't know who he is.
Say the
He's
scoop
Kris
again.
Jenner's new boyfriend, and it's all been scripted.
The young black guy?
Yeah.
Younger black guy?
There's
How
nothing
old is
there.
he?
Nothing there. He's like 39. And there's nothing there. It's all scripted. And I reveal in the book that the show's completely scripted. This isn't true reality.
I just imagine a writer's room for the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. He's panicked.
Kurt Metzger.
He's like, okay, I'm going to punch it up.
Oh, can you fucking
Don't worry, guys. I got it.
Thank you.
But she's the Vince McMahon of reality
Now
TV.
we're talking.
Everybody
That's
thought,
actually a fucking great analogy.
everybody thought Vince would disappear. Kris Jenner to TV is what the WWE is to sport. And she's not going to disappear.
I'm
And
going to
all
make
of
you
the-
famous. First, you got to kiss my ass.
She's gonna puke. She's gonna puke. She's gonna fuck a black guy. She's gonna fuck a black guy.
You're gonna eat the ass of Junkyard Dog.
He's got the thump on the back of his trunk.
You're going to join a very exclusive club. The Kris Jenner Fuck a Black Guy Club.
I used to love when fucking he did that. He looks insane. Have you seen pictures of Vince McMahon?
He looks like he's going crazy.
He's 81.
He looks like The Rock.
He's in great shape.
How old is he?
No,
I'm kidding.
He's like at least 70.
He's 70 and he's jacked.
Yeah, it's terrible.
He's on the cover of Muscle and Fitness at 70 years
Yeah,
old.
Is he
he's,
really 70 now?
it's-
Yeah, there you go.
He looks
70.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah,
He looks nuts.
I
though,
watched
in the
Raw
eyes.
last night.
Look at it. That's steroids, right? He's
it's
Opie, that's just really good genes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 70-year-old that's jacked more than any of
Have you
us.
seen his daughter and son?
called
They
Saying
look
Your
like
Prayers, Eat Your
Dumb and
Vitamins.
Dumber.
Yeah. Shane O'Mac was on it last night.
Shane O'Mac's the shit.
He is.
That's a great comparison. Kris Jenner is...
Wow.
Look at that.
She's been
yeah,
doing
no,
it.
he doesn't take steroids.
That's 70?
That's all
What
natural.
the
His
fuck?
back looks like a whale's tongue.
Yeah.
So Corey Gamble, do they bring him into a room? How do they pick
Is
him?
he an actor or what is he?
So he was just doing security for her, and they hook up on the show, and it's all over the tabs that they're involved. It's BS.
Oh, so it's
all
a scripted
garbage.
thing.
They just
Dreams are
They
ruined.
came up with it behind the scenes. All right, Kim's with a black dude, Chloe's with a black dude. That's going to be so cool to put the mom with an African American dude. But do they look in love, Opie?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I mean, you never know. I mean, if he's laying that fucking pipe properly.
Do you think she's had a lot of surgery, Chris?
Jesus.
She was married to Bruce before that, who was probably booing her pussy every time he saw it.
Just a heavy sigh, like she asked him to do a chore.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm tired. You know,
Can I watch TV downstairs?
Yeah, he put his toe in it. You know, Bruce didn't want to fuck her. This guy, yeah, he's probably really giving it to her solid. He's doing a good job.
And she wanted Bruce to kind of
looks like Kanye a little bit.
Yes, he does.
Oh, yeah, like
absolutely.
Which is kind of weird.
How old is she?
a healthier
She's like
Kanye.
60.
She's 60. Just,
60.
She's 60.
good 60.
The only thing that is real on her might be the elbows. That's about it. It's look at this.
Oh! The fucking elbows.
You like the elbows, right?
I'm a big elbow fan.
Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah.
The best sex I've had is when I was on them. I kid.
It's a lot of kidding.
Yeah, a lot of joshing. A lot of good nation. Give me those ribs, you.
It's 8:47. Ian.
All right, so
My
It's
God.
8:47.
8:46 according to the iPhone 6.
8:46.
Not a
All
good
right.
camera.
Yeah,
Yes, milk that last
if
minute,
your
Ian.
scoop involves a name I don't know, I'm
also have
throwing this coffee on you.
8:46. Let's get a drum roll here from Travis or somebody, and
We're not doing a drum roll.
I like a good drum roll, though. If His Highness wants a drum roll,
We're
what the
predicting
heck?
72-degree weather in New York this weekend. That's a scoop.
Dan, he's been
Pretty nice out.
He's
You
been
got it.
promoting this scoop on our show for weeks.
Yeah.
For weeks.
Yeah, so this better be good. And
Let it
then
rip.
he's saying it's
Dave,
going to go
hold my
viral.
hand so we feel safe.
so this is His Highness exclusive to O and J, Opie and Jimmy, the best show. I'd like to exclusively reveal Lamar Odom out of the closet and spending a lot of intimate time with Caitlin.
No.
Hold on a minute.
I even have the comic silent here.
That's... Well, I mean, we're like, do we believe it? Do we jerk off to the information?
Bold statement.
That's a pretty big one.
That's a
Working your way.
bold statement.
That's a very bold statement.
That's a very
You're saying that
bold
Lamar
statement
Odom
right there.
and Caitlin are involved.
Intimate.
And he's fucking his girlfriend's dad.
I mean, it would be the greatest movie of all
She
time.
still is. Yeah, she's
Literally,
still
if
her
that's
dad.
true, I'll stand up here and pop lock. So wait,
Yeah, you got to give us a little more.
Yeah,
than
a little
that.
bit more.
Because
That's all I'm giving. Because
what about the Khloe
I-
Kardashian? She's okay with this. Chloe's all right with this.
They're not,
Dad, are
Khloe
you done with
Kardashian, they're
Lamar?
legally married, but they're not together.
intimately
That's,
involved. Hold on. Intimate does not have to mean sex. Intimate could mean emotional intimacy. Now, are you talking about emotional intimacy?
I'm leaving it at that, but a lot more is going to come out in the media in the next little while. Just put two and two together. But,
If you were Lamar Odom, how fucking mad would it be if this fucking dude leaked this shit?
Yeah, you battled
He's
death.
just at a brothel like fucking Ian Halperin.
You're trying to
I
tell
got outed by a guy in a bedazzled suit coat.
Maybe they're just friends.
I've been fucking hiding this for months.
Yeah, maybe they're just close friends.
Yeah.
homies.
On their hold?
Did you
Yeah.
feel the disappointment in the room,
That's
Ian?
so crazy.
That's a huge one, though.
That's
if
a
it's true.
little too crazy.
It would have been crazier if he was like, he's been
Well, look-
dead the whole time.
But
He sensed me?
He did have the Charlie Sheen scoop.
What, the AIDS scoop?
Yeah, a year ago.
Yeah. Oh, a year ago?
Yeah, but
So
he
you're
didn't tell us his
saying,
name.
you're saying within how long until everybody knows this? Well, obviously now, because you just said it. But
yeah, it's public now.
Wait, Lamar Odom
Yes.
is out of the closet and he's spending time with Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, intimate time.
Intimate
Good for
time.
them,
What,
you know? Good
what
for
do we
him.
what do we mean by intimate time?
I'm not going to comment further.
How about
I gave you the world exclusive.
Are they holding hands?
No more comments.
Ian knows how to not get sued. Ian is really smart because intimate
more
time
comments.
could be anything.
yeah, a nice game of Scrabble.
And if they say it's not intimate time and they sue you, they should
professional
Opie,
asshole.
I'll say this. It's deep, and it's very deep.
Really?
It's deep and
Yeah,
it's very
I bet
deep.
it does go deep. On Caitlin, more so than Bruce.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Let me ask you this: Who would,
got it.
if you had to say in the intimate time spent, who would you say would take the top position in those conversations?
Caitlin.
Oh. Ah, come on.
You're saying the same thing I am. Too good to be true.
It's a perfect fantasy for you.
All right, you're happy now? You got your exclusive?
I think there was a lot of disappointment in the room. I don't know.
yeah?
This seems ridiculously far-fetched.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know, but Scoop, what do you know?
Although I've watched enough Kardashians to see that they kind of liked each other.
Yeah.
They're both elite athletes.
They
They
kind
get
of liked
along.
each other.
that's great. They have something in common.
Perfect.
You know, what'd you do for a pulled hamstring? Well, back in '84, you know. They have
Why don't we take our pants off and talk about it?
Is this happening now, or was this something that?
It might be happening as we speak.
Oh, wow.
Remember, there's a 3-hour time difference.
That's true. It's 5:50.
Yeah, 5:50 in the morning.
5:50 in Los Angeles. Even earlier, if they're in
I'm
Honolulu.
sure that's when Caitlin looks her best.
That's when Lamar regrets it the most. 5:50 in the morning.
I would like to know if that's true.
We're going to find out.
He's saying it is.
Because I got Lamar Odom on the phone. No. I got a scoop.
See, that's speechless.
Lamar
It's
Odom on
gone
the phone.
quiet in here. But let me wrap it up with this.
Yeah.
If,
Oh, boy.
if we make
is that from a conversation you heard between them two?
Yes. Ian.
That deserved more.
First off,
that deserved more.
No,
Again,
it got the stunned indifference.
Out of all the Kardashians, I conclude Caitlyn's probably had the least surgery. And
That's a good point.
I'm telling you right now, if I was Caitlyn, I'd start getting into the gym, enter the decathlon this summer in the women's division. She's got a shot. You think so, Opie?
No.
Thank you, Ian, for coming.
Have you seen her right knee? Yeah, her knee's pretty rough.
Knees rough?
Yeah, it's hit a bunch of hurdles over the years.
I just imagine how weird it must be to be Lamar Odom and almost die and then come out of a coma and then you're just all confused and then they're like, date my dad, but now she's my mom. And you're like, okay, what's going on? What's happening?
Exactly. I don't know. I think we're a little disappointed in your scoop.
Hey, look, that's,
but let's see what happens.
Win some, lose some, but in 2 years from now, you're going to have me on the show saying, "Whoa, you told us 2 years ago." You know, this is the thing. I just don't spew out anything.
No, His Highness, in fairness, does really do his homework before he comes on. And yes, it's all bells and whistles with silly clothes.
Yeah.
And a little loud, but usually there's some valid information.
Are you ever afraid of the Kardashians like hiring someone to like kneecap you, like Jeff Gillooly?
Look, I'm the guy.
What is Jeff Gillooly? You fucking properly on your honeymoon? Did you see that tape? he gave it to Tanya Harding pretty well.
Tanya Harding looks terrible today.
Jim defending Gillooly.
Jeff Gillooly's all cock. Jeff quotes all cock Gillooly. Guy's my hero.
I didn't know Gillooly had a heavy piece.
Oh my God! You ever see the video of him and Tanya? He's fucking all dick. That's what he hit Kerrigan in the leg with. A giant gift.
Yeah. Why? That's what Tanya said. I want to see this wedding video.
Very skinny dude with a huge hog.
That's what it is.
Huge hog. Hey, you want to deal with David in Philly again, Ian?
Yeah, just 1 second to answer your question.
You don't want to deal with David?
And give me a second, Opie.
Right.
To answer your question. Okay. After exposing the Church of Scientology, I was really the first person to expose them. I wrote a book about it and a film. And they put out a threat on my life. I was like Salman Rushdie for a year, had security. You know, no, to answer your question.
You don't give a fuck about the Kardashians.
No, I never said that.
Yeah.
You're trying to take them down.
I actually respect them. They're brilliant people. The book's fair. It makes them actually look that good, more good than bad. But am I afraid? Listen, I'd love to go one-on-one with Kanye.
All right. Well, we're running down the hall with our scoop. We're going to put it online for everybody.
Awesome.
The phones are really not lit about it, but we have David who saw you crying in the airport in Philly, and he will not. He will not let this go.
Okay.
Every time Ian's on, David wants to tell the world that he saw him crying outside of Burger King. Go ahead, David.
Ian, you deflect this every time, dude. You were at the Philadelphia International Airport sobbing into your chicken sandwich.
Which restaurant was I at, Dave?
Outside Burger King.
Burger King.
Those are good chicken sandwiches.
They are pretty good.
And let me ask you a question, Dave. How close to me were you?
I would say 10 feet, if not a little bit closer. I actually wanted to go over and get a picture with you. You were clearly mourning or in some kind of terrible state.
How did you know it was Ian? What gave it away?
Well, he was flamboyantly dressed. He had like this obnoxious. He was like a sport coat of sorts, I want to say, but it was incredibly obnoxious. Bright. He had the sunglasses on.
What type of tattoo did I have on my forearm?
I'm not checking out your arms. What am I, a creep?
You had to have seen the tat.
I honest to God, you were wearing a jacket. Like I said, your arms were covered.
Let me see your tat. What
This guy's investigating you.
Yeah, what was the answer to the tat question? Let me see. Let's see your tattoo.
I'm just curious. No, I'm not going to show it on camera here.
Was I dipping my fries into ketchup? I eat my fries specifically in a certain way.
I prefer sweet potato fries.
Dave, I'm not going to rain on your parade, and if you think that's what happened, that's what happened. And the end of story. Your Flyers suck shit.
Whoa.
They're down 3-0. And
That's when you know you're in a corner when you're like, your fucking sports team stinks.
And Washington is great. I'm going to the Rangers game tonight.
Fuck the Rangers.
It's going to be good again. Well, you're the Islanders?
Yeah, Islanders tomorrow night.
Well, now you're talking about my Panthers and Yarmer.
Yeah.
Who's, what is he, 40?
He's about 48. he's up
He
there.
hasn't scored a goal, I believe, in the playoffs in 33 or 34 games.
Something like that.
It's going to be I think that
So you're
series is
willing
going to
to
go
finally
7.
admit that you were crying outside of Burger King at the Philadelphia airport?
You know what? Dave was polite. I'm not going to rain on his parade. If he thinks I was doing that, so be it. But his Flyers are going golfing in next
He's
game.
Deflecting.
They're
He's
going
deflecting.
down. I love deflecting, Dave. Dave.
What were you crying over, Ian?
Dave,
could you give us
rub your temples, Dave. Take it easy. Sit back. Are you with your girlfriend right now? Your wife? Are you married, Dave?
I am happily married.
Yeah. Did you bang this morning?
No, I don't. I had to go to work. I did it last night. What's the problem?
I like that Dave got Philly real quick.
Yeah, he did.
What's your problem, Dave?
Yeah, he did.
Dave,
now is that him? Why? What's up?
Right.
Dave, my condolences. All the best.
That's it?
I think that's
right.
got to be a yes, though.
He's not really admitting that he cried.
Let's take another call. Give me a female
Everyone
caller.
in the Edmonton
Do we have
airport.
a female? I'll only talk to beautiful Opie fan.
Beautiful Opie.
Female fans.
Opie, fucking dazzle yourself up.
That's it.
Yeah, Opie's looking good these days.
I'll say.
Sugarless diet.
Thank you, Ian Halperin. I appreciate that.
When was the last time I cried in an airport?
You guys believe his scoop?
I cried a couple times in airports.
I cry on airplanes like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker.
Why an airplane?
Why? I don't know.
Something about movies on airplanes make me cry.
I think also if I'm away for like a week or something and I'm going home.
Oh, see, I go on the way out. I cry on the way out.
On the way home, I'll be like, I'm gonna go see Ma.
I'll be watching a movie and it just fucking.
Yes, you know what?
Do you take dick photos on the plane? And
What the fuck, Ian?
Your mother wants the dick photo.
No, don't try your callbacks. Are you sitting on that one for 10 minutes?
He's like, oh man,
I'm gonna bring that dick pic up again.
Ian, I want you two to get along. No, we're cool.
I'm a fan.
We want you to get along.
I'm going to go see him his next show.
I've heard Ian on the show a bunch of times, and he's always brought entertaining information.
I do weep on planes as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's the altitude, I think. I watched that Gervais movie. What was the movie with Bob Kelly was in it? The ghost one?
Oh, yeah. Ghost Town.
Ghost Town, yeah.
Yeah, I watched a movie with Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper called The Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah.
And I was crying so hard I woke up the lady next to me who was sleeping. This Asian lady kept falling on me and my shoulders were rocking because I was like, and she woke up and I just tried to act cool, like, hey, sleepy.
Did you ever see Bat Kid Begins?
Yeah, of course.
God.
If you're a child with a terminally ill movie, I'll watch it on a plane and cry. Like
I cried for fucking 17 days.
Wait, is Bat Kid about the one in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Oh, he was a bad boy. I didn't like that at all. Very bad. Should be punished. Traffic in the city. We've got jobs to go to. Punish that bad boy.
I just imagine Jim dressed up like the Joker yelling at the movie.
Yeah, I was honking.
Why would you watch that? That looks depressing.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
It's a fucking beautiful movie.
Crying on airplanes is kind of
what was the movie about that made you cry with the Asian woman?
The Place Beyond the Pines. It's about dad issues. If you got dad issues, it'll fucking
maybe I should watch that.
And Bad Kid is what? What is Bad Kid?
It's about the terminally ill kid, or he had
in San
cancer.
Francisco.
Yeah, his
Make-A-Wish was be Batman.
and then the whole city of San Francisco, like 15,000 people,
It
set up.
absorbed in a massive amount of debt because of it.
Yeah, his Make-A-Wish was to stop traffic for a day in San Francisco.
Exactly. The little selfish boy. Bad boy.
Bad boy.
Tying up traffic. He didn't have to go to work. Punk.
You're fucking up the Embarcadero already. It's already impossible to drive.
I saw
there were a few assholes that were fucking pissed off that day.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this about?
It looked, when I watched watching like little clips of it or whatever. I've never seen the whole thing. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
But it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. They made me like people.
The hardest I've ever cried on a plane was there was a documentary on HBO about what's the rapid aging disease? Progeria.
The Boston kid?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Sam
Sam. Fuck. Dude, I unapologetically just let it go on. When I was watching that movie on a plane.
That one was brutal. I was like, I cried at that one.
Yeah.
I fucking laughed all the way through it.
You're so cool.
Yeah. Except the Dave Matthews part got me.
Stupid Dave Matthews. And he turned out to be like the oldest progeria kid, right?
Yeah, he lived a while.
You started thinking, he might make it.
Yeah.
He's 18. He might make it.
There's some hope at the end of Act 2.
Right.
They're always so positive.
I could make it.
They have just such a positive outlook, those kids. Do you think that just because the cameras are on, they're just trying to put on a good show, and as soon as they're off, like, God damn God!
Yeah, he's made me an aging grape.
Every morning, another part of his body just falls off before breakfast.
And his dad is just like so patient. I'm not even that patient with anything in my life. And his dad's like, well, he lost all of his fingernails this morning. And there's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
You just resign yourself to it, I guess.
And they're trying to get, to raise some funds and stuff. But the problem is, it's one of those diseases not enough kids get.
Yeah.
So people like, you're on your own on this one.
If you have money, you're putting it towards something that, like, childhood diabetes or
all
cancer.
that other stuff. Yeah. That's the problem there.
You don't want a rare one. The rare ones suck because no one has them and they don't put money into it.
Can we change your scoop? Can we change your scoop to Lamar Odom had progeria and he just survived this long?
That's a good one.
He's supposed to be 12 feet tall.
Speaking of your scoop, Frank's talking for a lot of people, so why don't you take Frank's call here? Frank in the Bronx. He's one of our regulars.
Oh, Frank was better.
Hey, Ian, how are you, Princess?
Hey, thank you, baby.
I just want to tell you that every time you come on the show, you come up with some bullshit fucking story. I like your entertainment because you're a real jerk-off, but what bothers me the most is you're telling a story that TMZ announced 3 days ago was a hoax, you dumbass.
Yeah, Frankie.
I'm telling you.
Frankie, let me give you. Let me tell you something, baby. Let me, Frankie.
Ian.
Frankie, I don't know whether to adopt you or marry you, but listen to me, baby.
You're trying to tell me that TMZ had this story 3 days ago?
Yeah.
Frankie,
look it up.
Yeah, let's look it up. Frankie.
Don't
Frankie, rub your temples, take it easy, start dancing a bit, move and groove and shake, and let me tell you something, Frank.
Come outside, fuckface. How about that?
Frank fucking rules.
Frank.
No, really, Ian, I'm serious. You're very entertaining on the show.
Yes, baby.
But, you really got to look it up. TMZ app sent me a link.
Yeah, they're going to look. They're going to look it up now. They're going to look it up now.
I don't see it, to be honest. I'm not saying you're wrong.
They're trying to look it up. They're trying to look it up, Frankie.
You're going to the
Frankie, get back to laying brick while I fucking get on the tennis court of my yacht with 7 broads. I'll be thinking about you, baby. Have a good day. Enjoy.
Ian just went full heel turn.
It seems so many. Why 7?
That's a lot.
He's Ric Flairing on fucking Frank.
I'm not allowed to say, but some like
I got all the bedazzled coats. I got food sent to me all the time. I've got all the green sleeve shirts I want.
Ian, are you an American yet?
Are you in America? That's a good question.
Frankie, rub your temples.
I take the 5th. Rub your temples.
Rub your temples.
Frankie, booby baby.
Frankie, baby boy.
Booby baby.
Ian, your work passports can expire very quickly, fuckface.
Frank. Go join A-Rod. Go join A-Rod in the steam room and say hi to him.
You know when they do like a Netflix
what's that about?
shitty version of a movie? Like they'll be like Goodfellas 70.
Yeah.
It's like he would definitely be in one of those.
Yeah. I don't see anything on TMZ.
I like Frank.
I don't see it, Frank. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, Frank. All right.
Let's go to the next call.
All right, we'll go to Tommy in Brooklyn.
Temples.
What time you got to get out of here, Ian?
What time's your tennis match start?
8:47.
Okay.
Right after the scoop, you want it out, right?
And wait, why'd you say the steam room with A-Rod? Is there rumors about A-Rod?
What's going on there?
No rumors.
Okay.
A-Rod loves the steam.
Dash it.
Okay.
Tommy in Brooklyn, go ahead.
Hey, guys, Peter, I got a question for you.
Why
do you do that? Why do you do that to yourself? Why do you go on airplanes and why don't you watch a comic? Why do you watch movies?
It's a good question. Why are you guys watching movies that make you cry in a park?
Because I want to make the person in the middle seat feel worse.
And also, it's just like if I feel like it's just not. I don't know any of these people, so it's like I can just cry here and then
I prefer a sad movie because the funny ones don't usually make me laugh. So a sad movie at least makes you feel something.
Yeah, when I watch a funny movie, I'll be like, "Oh, that was funny."
Yeah,
but I won't like guttural laugh. But like, I'll cry like a little bitch every single time.
I always go action or sad.
Action or sad.
Really?
Action or sad.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just always do action or sad.
It's really weird. There's a lot of comics that do that.
Yeah, it makes people very uncomfortable.
Because the things that make most people on the plane laugh make us root for the plane to go down.
Yeah. I watched a guy just fucking dying at Big Bang Theory, and I was just like, this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, it's just been raging.
Yeah, I'd rather cry and make him feel bad.
It's
what
fucking
made me
insane when people, even when you watch their screens and what people are actually watching.
Right. Dude, I watched this guy watch Entourage, the movie, twice. I hated him.
Oh,
I got off the plane and I was like, I think you're just a terrible person. He was on the phone with his daughter.
Well, where were you flying to twice? I mean, Europe or something?
No, it was like
the same guy watched the movie twice.
Yeah.
You sure you didn't fall asleep the first time and miss some of it and go back and watch it?
Possibly, but I still don't. I don't know.
That's my goal. Is to want to play now and watch something. I want to watch scat porn and then weep all the way through it until they tell me to turn it off.
It's just a bathtub getting sprayed while a girl lays
crying
there.
emotionally. It's so good.
We probably have to take a break. So far, no Google alerts there, Ian.
We have food here, by the way.
Yeah, from the Yankees.
I'm really hungry.
The New York Yankees brought us breakfast this morning.
Nice. What did they bring?
Some nice steak out there and asparagus. It looks like some rice.
It's good. I want some asparagus because I love the way it makes my piss smell.
Yeah, they're playing so bad, so I guess they have to compensate and deliver.
Ooh,
it's a week into the fucking season, Ian.
Yeah, we just began.
There's 149 games left.
It's true. In life, it's not the way you start; it's the way you finish.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's true.
They ain't going anywhere this year.
Ooh.
Nowhere.
I don't know about
you
that.
temple rubbing
I think
son
this
of
is
a
the
bitch.
worst version of the Yankees we've seen probably in 30 years.
But they did bring us food. So the thing is,
so why don't you shut your mouth before they put their snot on our
Here's
steak.
a scoop, Ian. Shut the fuck up.
Have you heard of the 90s with the Yankees? How bad they were then?
They were, but this team I think is worse.
I thought the 98 Yankees were awful. The 99 Yankees were terrible. The 2000 Yankees were terrible. The 96 Yankees were terrible. 95 Yankees were great. They did well in Cleveland.
Ian, you going to be with us when we come back? Or are you gonna go?
I think I'm going to jet.
All right.
Oh, come on, His Highness.
Yeah.
He's very busy.
All right.
I'll leave it to the pros. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. And
You're doing other shows here. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm doing Jenny's show.
She's a bust for the company.
Yeah.
You just stay
Is she
right
a bust?
here.
Is she a
she's
bust?
pretty much a bust.
Yeah.
Well, Kardashian Dynasty.
You stay with us there, Ian.
The Controversial Rise of America's Royal Family. Ian's book, he's the #1 best-selling
You're
author.
acknowledged in there, Opie.
I saw that.
Your name's in the back, and I forgot Roland, so the next book, I think I'll put Roland on the cover.
Why
Yes,
is
R.I.P.
Why is Mancow above us in the acknowledgement?
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
Maybe they went alphabetically.
Yeah, is that it?
Well, probably. I just give them. I
There
don't
it
know
is.
how
Sirius
they do it.
XM, Opie and Jimmy, and Travis Teft.
Yeah.
Sam Roberts.
Oh, yeah, Sam.
Prime time Sam Roberts.
Boy, you just looked at the email link.
How
Put
is
everybody in
Sam?
there.
How is Sam?
How is Sam? Awful.
Awful. I love Sam.
he's got a new summer haircut.
He still has the fro, though, right?
Yeah, it's the summer fro.
Just cut it down a little bit. So it's Kardashian Dynasty, the controversial rise of America's royal
Amazon.com.
family.
If it goes bestseller list, I will write the expose about Coward Howard in the next 60 days.
Oh,
You really don't like Howard.
he said no to
I have
you.
nothing against him.
He said
but
no to
he's
you.
just a has-been.
He said no to you. He's a little bitter.
I don't want to
No, I'm
date
not
her.
bitter.
We're
I-
acknowledging
She's not even that hot.
we're
Did you ask
acknowledging
her
we're
out?
sloppy seconds
I'd
tonight.
sell 3 books going on Howard's show.
Oh, fuck. That's going to hurt. All right. Anyone else need a plug before we go to break? Everyone good?
Thanks, Opie, for having me.
New
Yeah,
Orleans
it's been fun.
Thursday, San Antonio Friday, and then Saturday I am in 2 shows at Moon Tower in Austin. And I got also Baltimore, Bethlehem coming up.
Have you played
in 2
Austin
weeks.
before?
I have, yeah.
It's a great city.
It's a great city. I'm only going to be there for a few hours. So I go in like the night before. And I do
Where's
shows.
the club? Is it on 6th Street?
Don't know. Moon Tower Comedy Festival.
Okay, that should be fun.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean,
It's fun. I'll be there too.
oh, okay.
It's a good time.
You doing our show, Dan?
I think so.
Yeah, we're doing 2 radio shows down there. All right, we'll figure it out.
Hey, guys.
Yes. Hey, Pete.
Can I do one plug?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Is that a picture of you? I was looking at that. Like it doesn't.
No,
look
it's Tony Soprano.
I'm like, that didn't look like you. All right, cool. Let me see.
Pete looks terrible.
I didn't look like Tony Soprano though.
Oh, thank you. I actually think he looks really cool. I like the way he eats. Thursday, Comedy Connection. Saturday, Wilbur Theater. There's like 50 tickets left for the second show, so get on that.
Jesus, good for you.
Stress Factory on Sunday, and then Levity Live the 27th and 28th, and then the special's the 30th.
So right around the corner now.
It's going to rock.
Nice.
Oh, thank you very much.
It will rock.
You're more than welcome to come.
I might go to that because I think I'm in town the 30th. I was out of town, but then we rescheduled, so I'm going to go watch Pete shoot a special.
We want to be there for that.
It'll be fun.
Don't you like we just tell people you're going to do that? I'll go heckle you and help you out.
No, my uncle's bought 20 tickets for him and his frat to come, and I'm like trying to figure out how to like get them kicked out.
Oh, why? That'd be great.
That guy went to college?
What, my Uncle Lou? Yeah, he's a fucking
bringing old
monster.
frat guys to your...
He's a fucking douchebag. He was so mean to me when I was little, and he's like, "Yeah, I fucking brought my 20 frat guys. We're all going to the show. And we're gonna help you out. Say hello." And I'm like, I asked my mom if they could like figure out how to like get rid of his ticket.
Why is he a big guy?
He's just a jerk off.
You don't like him?
He's the worst. So I like.
There's your scoop.
There's your scoop.
That's right.
Doesn't like his
family
uncle.
problems.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe he wants to support you.
Yeah, I don't.
What was the thing he did to you when you were growing up?
When we were little, me and my cousin Louie went camping. And
gonna get those.
Oh no! Get out those Subway sandwiches.
Yeah. I was 9, and I shit my pants because there was lightning, and I got scared. So he punched me in the face.
Wait, what?
Oh. So he punched me in the face.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So how are you in thunderstorms now?
Immediately defecate.
So I gotta say, so far,
and then I punched myself.
What's his name?
Uncle Lou.
I'm Team Lou so far.
I bet you don't shit your pants anymore.
Oh, no, I know.
Took care of that problem.
He's trying to camp. He's got to watch Pete, and all of a sudden he's got shit in his pants. God, I'm gonna have a beer and some marshmallows.
Every time I'm
it's
about to
raining,
shit,
and I got to clean his little dirty hiney.
He got so mad at me.
He belted it, huh?
It was a nice swing.
What kind of shit?
It was. I just had
mushy?
shit.
Was it mushy?
No, it was a big log.
Big nice log.
A solid camp log came out,
and he was mad because like we had to leave and like it was raining on the camping trip, so we were packing up stuff, and I was like, I pooped my pants, and he was like, "What?" Bang, and I was like,
Yeah, so that's a bad thing?
Yeah, and then the whole ride home, he's like, "Please don't tell your dad or your mom," and then like.
You told, right?
I told my mom, and then my mom never told my dad because my dad would have lost his fucking shit.
Can you imagine what he does to his wife?
I don't know.
Were they brothers, or is it your mom's brother?
It's my mom's sister's husband. So.
Your dad would have killed him.
Yeah, he would have literally strangled him.
It would have been over.
It would have been over.
Yeah, there's no blood in that.
Yeah. But yeah. So, you guys, I will be at the Rhode Island Comedy Connection this Thursday, crying.
Guys, someone bring those old noisy, you know how they used to make lightning in old movies?
Yeah.
With the rumble paper?
Right. Oh, poor Pete made a little doo-doo in his pants and got punched.
Yeah. Little duty.
That's right.
I got swung on.
A little frightening storm duty.
Yeah.
Over some lightning.
And then like a little more came out every...
Yeah. Of course it did.
Of course it
That's
did.
not helping matters.
Yeah.
It never stops someone from shitting their pants when you punch them in the temple.
All right, Ian Halperin, thank you, sir.
Checking out.
We'll see what happens with that big scoop you gave us.
Checking out. Amazon.com. Let's bring it home.
All right. We'll be back.
The show is back.
Boom.
Oh, this is for Pete.
Boom. I don't know where Pete is. We walked towards the bathroom.
Oh, this song's for Pete. Lightning crashes.
I'm guessing he went upstairs to shit.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this was for Pete.
That's all right. We can play it.
We'll play it again for Pete.
Yeah, we'll just laugh at him for shitting his pants and getting punched in the face.
Well, going camping.
Great story all around. It got better.
Uncle, right?
That was a shit your pants story that just got better.
It's an amazing story.
So we're sitting here. I had a couple bites of that steak out there.
Ridiculous.
It's a little buttery, but amazingly good.
Well, it's supposed
Travis, you have any?
Not yet, but I will.
Oh, have some mac and cheese too.
I'm gonna.
I know you are.
it's supposed to be unhealthy.
What?
The food.
Unhealthy?
Giant
Unhealthy.
slabs of bacon. Yeah, of course it's unhealthy.
I didn't have any bacon, but it looks good.
And the steak is buttery. You got mac and cheese out there. What's the plug? It's the New York
Yankee
Yankees
Steakhouse. Fucking
Steakhouse. Very nice.
Danny, enjoying it?
I like my. I prefer my steak a little more cooked, but I had a couple.
Yeah, but you know what? It's so tasty. I didn't
It's very
mind
tasty.
it medium.
Very tasty.
They gave me a
The bacon was delicious.
Is it? I didn't have any because there's a maple glaze on it.
There was a maple glaze, and I understand that you're cutting sugars, but Jim, sometimes you just have to enjoy yourself.
Yes, you have to treat yourself.
You have to treat yourself for all the hard work you're doing. As I said, I recently was watching old clips of you. I just want to say how phenomenal you are.
Thank you very much. Well, John and Dirty was 2008.
Yeah.
I believe it aired in 09.
Look at these idiots.
What?
They gave us breakfast.
Yeah.
They gave me a one sheet. Look at this. They expect me to read all this.
The whole thing?
Yes.
Not just the bullet points?
Well, hold on. What's it say?
No, this is what you get. Thank you for the delicious almost breakfast from New York Yankees Steakhouse.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what you get.
What do they have on the list, though? I mean, I do want to see. I'm curious.
Well, they carry an impressive list of nearly 300 wines from around the world.
That is interesting.
Okay. New York Yankee Steakhouse is to fine dining what the Yankees are to baseball. The best.
Oh.
Okay.
It's probably a good thing Pete's not here.
And then they have a whole list of signature dishes. Pete, we played a song for you.
What song?
It was Lightning Crashes by Live.
I didn't even hear that.
And then, you weren't here for it.
Lightning crashes and Pete Davidson poops his pants.
Yeah.
You and my old golden retriever get scared by the same things.
Does he shit himself?
My uncle went, "Did you shit your pants?" I was like, "Yes." And then he went, "Bam!"
Yeah.
Was it like in the head or the face?
It was the face. It was like,
face?
yeah, it was like,
Maybe
it was like,
6, right?
I was like
9.
6 or 6.
Oh, I thought you said
6.
9.
No, it was 2000 because my dad was alive.
Well, he said didn't tell his dad, which means he was under 7.
I thought you said 9.
No, I was
6
young.
makes it
No,
even worse.
I was incorrect, but no, I was like 6 or 7.
You didn't tattle. Good boy.
I never bring down one of my own.
Kept a secret.
Kept a secret.
Good boy. Little Pete made a duty. Come here, let me kiss your tummy.
I'm not reading this one sheet. I mean, the breakfast was
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
And I like
your dish.
Yeah.
And I like it rare like that, too.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
It makes me dicey. That's why I only had a couple bites.
But that's a good
Ate a steak.
You can trust it, though. It's
Ian's got to have a hard time.
I hate rare food, and this was good. Like, I never eat rare meat.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it.
It was
Never?
amazing.
No. Well,
You treat yourself every once in a while.
Absolutely. First, you sit on it. Then,
That cooks it.
yeah.
Well-
So, we said, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, Ian Halperin, the video of the big blockbuster announcement is up.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's got 50 views. It's doing amazing right now.
Staggering.
It's got 50 fucking views. But Ian Halperin has claimed that Lamar Odom and Caitlyn Jenner are intimate. And there's a video of this that we've tweeted out to everybody. So we'll see if we get the big scoop today.
Ooh, too bad Ian didn't have any scoop on fucking Africa Bambaataa. Ian didn't have a whole lot to say on that story.
No, we should have asked him about that.
What happened with Africa Bambaataa?
What happened?
In the Zulu Nation.
Yeah, well, there's allegations. Some Bronx Democrat or Democratic activist said that he was molested by Bambaataa when he was younger, and then his 3 other guys have come out and said that he touched them when they were younger, and he was younger.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, African Bambaataa is a person?
Africa Bambaataa. Yeah, his real name is Kevin something.
Oh, I thought they were a group.
No, he was, but he's Africa Bambaataa. He's really a pioneer in hip hop.
Yeah.
What song do we know from him?
Planet. Planet something. I don't remember.
Planet Rock?
Planet Rock.
Do I know that for real, though?
It was a huge song.
People, can you get funky?
I love touching people.
Get funky.
Don't leave your kids around me.
Because I won't touch their peepees.
They're denying the allegations. You wonder when something like this happens. Now, again, he's obviously denying it. And it's hard to picture 4 separate people making stuff up. But look, weirder shit has happened. Let's say for the sake of argument, he didn't do it. Like, what are you fucking thinking when this stuff's being said about you? And then you say, like, all right, what if he did do it?
I would just
Are you
play
like,
my
it's
song.
all coming out.
I would just continually play my number one hit.
Yeah, like, listen
They're
to
like,
this.
hey, you molested somebody.
Check this out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not like Planet Rock? Let me play it again for you.
Well, it's the Cosby situation. The first 20, 25, you're like,
The first 20. Oh, did you cook meat for me like I'm a fancy?
Larry did.
Oh, Larry.
But yeah,
because you didn't like it raw. You wanted it a little well done.
Yeah.
There you have it.
That's really rocking the hip-hop world. That's bad news.
But now we're up to 4 potential victims.
I watched the guy interviewed, the guy who said it happened.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was. What was his name? Was something Savage? Ronald
Savage.
Randy Savage.
And he's very believable when you watch him. I mean,
you better watch out. I'm gonna molest you.
Africa Bambaataa. Yeah, the Zulu Nation touching my wiener when I'm a little boy. Yeah. Really got into it. Started thrusting into his hand. Yeah. Came all over the place, yeah. Zulu Nation, you were there, you were watching. By the way, this meat cooked is delicious.
By the way,
Randy Savage.
Him, Macho Man Randy Savage, eating a steak, describing a rape is maybe the fucking thing.
Yeah, it's man on boy. Yeah. Very disturbing.
Oh, I love my steak cooked medium rare.
I have nothing I like more than having a nice piece of cooked meat talking about man-boy love. Yeah, it's the most purest of love. I'm talking about a very Spartan sexual relationship. Yeah, an older man caring for a younger boy. Very big in Greek mythology. Yeah. They would fuck him so he'd be comfortable going to war. They called it the Sacred Battalion. Yeah, they would form a phalanx. Yeah, like the little boys in the front and the men in the back. Yeah. Fight a little harder. A lot going on.
Yeah, how's that steak?
Fucking good. I feel like a detective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how Tony Soprano would eat. You like the way Tony Soprano would eat? That was He would really just shove food in and talk with his mouth full.
I just started rewatching The Sopranos.
I love it. It makes
Terrible
don't
show.
you just like
What?
Che was saying this the other day. He's like, don't like when you watch it, don't you just want to order giant meals of like spaghetti and just?
I would have said no, Michael. What I want to do is break the Italian American stereotype.
I would order Chinese food and watch
Absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it does make you want to eat. It just looks like it's fun. Some people, Tony Rock, I've talked about this before. No one makes you want to eat food more than Tony Rock. He used to work the cellar all the time when he lived in New York, and I would watch him prepare his burger. And it was like watching a guy fuck a woman he loved. I've never seen anybody love a hamburger the way Tony Rock. I told him it's a work of art to watch you do this. Like, this is a guy who appreciates his food.
He makes love to his food.
Dude, he would take it off delicately, gently, put the ketchup on, the mustard, perfect tomato and lettuce placement. And then he would dig into that burger, and you're like, that's a guy who is grateful for his food.
I got a friend like that. When he orders a meal, he's almost having an orgasm. How he describes how he needs it to be cooked.
Every time Brad Pitt eats in a movie, he's really good at eating like tiny snacks that he can like hold in his hand.
In Ocean's 11, he eats that whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
The whole series. I think
that's his thing, right? He just likes to eat.
He can eat. He's great at eating in movies.
He's great at that.
One of my favorite.
Finally found something he's good at. Yes, Dave.
One of my favorite moments ever at SNL is walking into Pete's green room, and I walk in, and it's you and Beck, and you're just eating steaks, and you're playing Italian restaurant music on your phone. Right when you started watching The Sopranos.
We never get to go out during the weeks, and me and Beck really like steaks, so we ordered steaks to our green room, and then we played like ambiance Italian music, and we eat it in like.
But you're not talking about Beck the musician.
No,
no, Beck Bennett.
The beer.
Beck Bennett. Yeah.
Beer. The comedic genius Beck Bennett.
He's fucking.
We have another call for you, Pete. Another call for you.
Oh, God.
Dean in Buffalo. Go ahead. Pete Davidson in here.
What's up,
Dan Soder and David. I don't know your last name. Cyrus, who's
Cyrus did it.
Who writes on
we
SNL.
shot
It was
Cyrus.
the warrior.
I shot Cyrus.
You shot Cyrus. It was the warrior.
I like doing things like that.
Can you dig it?
Go ahead, Dean.
Can you play a song for Pete, please?
What?
It's called Riders on the Storm.
Riders
on the Storm.
Yeah, and they just changed Jim Morrison's talking part to Little Pete Davidson shit himself.
That's all. That's what you got, Dean. All right. Hey, did you go see Trump in Buffalo?
Yeah, but I got stuck outside. He's like, I think he sold out like 25,000 tickets.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus. He's like Kevin Hart.
Jesus, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, it's
literally the
selling
exact
out
same
arenas.
And Rex Ryan introduced him, right?
Does he do pyro like Kevin Hart?
Does Kevin do
Put fire on that.
Yeah. It's great. Put more fire.
Trump yesterday called 9/11 7/11. He made a mistake.
That's so easy to
The
do.
fact that the press harps on that, it's like that's why they're
everywhere
such cunts.
today. Can I hear it?
It's really not that big of a deal.
What? He forgot.
Let me hear
Yeah,
this.
it's kind of nice. It's nice when people forget once in a while.
Well, he fucked up. He said, I went in and got a nice Slurpee from 9/11. People are like, that's inappropriate.
Oh, man.
Let me hear this real fast. It's quick, right? What happened?
God damn you, Iraq.
Iraq.
Oh, Iraq. Pack your shit and get out.
That's okay.
No, yeah, he goes, it's just like 7-Eleven.
All right.
It's like not that big of a deal.
You got to give him a fucking break.
You're supposed to never forget.
We've all made mistakes.
Is this it right here? And we might have it now.
Did you ever see the turn on the lights video?
Here it is. Just play this.
Sick.
I think what I want to do is I want to talk just for a second. I wrote this out, and it's very close to my heart because I was down there, and I watch our police and our firemen down on 7-Eleven, down the World Trade Center.
Dude, it sounds like
them get sour gummy worms.
he did it like the way your mom forgets your friend's name. You're like, yeah, you're having dinner with Dale.
Did he catch himself there?
Yeah.
Did he catch himself?
I think he just rolled with it.
Let's hear that. Go back a little. It's kind of funny how he says it.
There, and I watch our police and our firemen down on 7-Eleven, down at the World Trade Center right after it came down. And I saw the greatest people I've ever seen in action. I saw the bravest people I've ever seen, including the construction workers, including every person down there. That's what New York values about. And so I wrote out a little something. And
sure wrote down
I'd like
the date.
Talk about the New York values that we all know so well.
Thank you. Come again.
Us love this state despite its problems. We love this state. We know it's going to come back. If I'm president, it's going to come back so fast you won't even believe it. You watch.
Like, I like the guy, and I want him to win, but he's just saying nothing there.
Of course.
You won't even believe it. My dick is so big, you can't believe it.
Right.
Tell me something I'm going to believe.
Gives a fuck? He said 7-Eleven.
That's nothing. Just a mistake.
Yeah, but they're all about it today.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
He doesn't even have an excuse. When's the last time he set foot in a 7-Eleven?
Never. I don't think he's probably
never been to a 7-Eleven. He's probably more of a Dwayne Reed
I
guy.
disagree. I think that he likes to go in there and buy quick items.
All right.
Oh, 7-Eleven's awesome. And they have good coffee.
Right. They got everything.
I won't eat the hot dogs there, though. I'm not that brave.
We got an open micer in studio today.
Well, sodium is just not my bag, you know.
We got a phone call for Dan now. Dan Soder, who's also with us today. Mike in Jersey, go ahead.
Dan, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
Hey, one time you were on and you were talking about your dad's roommate, whose name is Dan.
Yeah.
They go, maybe he's your dad. And you go, I wish his dick was so big.
Yeah, Dan had a
Now,
piece.
if Uncle Paul was there, I think Uncle Paul would have found out. How do you know his dick was so big?
Yeah, how do you know this guy's dick was so big? That's a good question.
My dad and him were fucking raging alcoholics, and they didn't
just walk around with their dicks flopping around. My dad was an alcoholic. I saw his dick every day.
My dad used to sleep in a bed with me naked.
Yeah, I like that you put alcoholics after raging.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted by Dan's massive piece. No, but they, I think like one time I just saw him like walking from the shower to his room, and I was like, Jesus. And he also fucking threw a beer can in front of me into the wall. It was very impressive.
Yeah.
What was he mad about?
The Giants lost to the Dodgers.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah.
You walk from the shower and you shimmy your hips. Show off the size. Little Dan will stare at you.
Yeah, I remember my dad's friends used to come out and just be like in their underwear.
Yeah.
Like really, like just putting cigarettes out like on the couch, like just not giving a shit.
That was the first cigarette I ever smoked. Was my dad put out a cigarette in an ashtray when he was living with Dan, and I just picked it up out of the ashtray. I was like, okay, let's see how this is.
And it begins.
And then it started.
My dad taught me how to smoke a cigarette when I was like 6.
Jesus.
He's like, that's how you do it, like a cool guy.
Like a cool guy. Like a good guy.
My dad always lived with like these eccentric alcoholics, and one of them's name was Jim, and he used to just build these fucking like remote control boats. You just get hammered and just build these boats.
Nice.
And I remember being like, all right, this guy's got a genius parallel.
Where was your mom when your dad was in these questionable relationships?
She would send me to San Francisco for 3 weeks.
Your dad lived in San Francisco with other men, and you still haven't done the math.
I would have, had he been in the city.
Yeah, just giant dicks flopping around.
Yeah, everyone knows when your dad gets divorced from your mom, he blows dudes. That's just part of the divorce proceeding.
They're naked in San Francisco.
Of course
it
they
was,
are.
It was one of a young Dan.
It was in Ukiah, which is north, and it's meth territory. So God only knows what's happening.
A little meth action, maybe.
Probably. Maybe Gary was ahead of his time. Smoking meth in the early 90s.
That must have been funny watching like Full House, a regular San Francisco family, and then you hanging out with your dad.
A bartender in a bowling alley. You're like, this is fun.
Dude, have you guys seen Fuller House? I've told you guys about it, right?
You watch it because it's so bad.
It's amazing.
It's an atrocity.
You watch it too, Dave?
Holy
Yeah,
chalupas.
we watched it like several episodes in a row to like try to think of something for it.
Yeah.
And I'll defend it. It's not like Full House was good either.
Of course.
Yes, it was. You take that fucking back, you monster.
were 4.
Yeah,
That's why it was
but
good.
it was amazing.
What about Jodie Sweeten's boobs, though?
It's a little uncomfortable.
Look how big they are. You Google image this shit. Some good
Are they
stuff
fake?
pops up.
Yeah,
of course they are.
100%.
Of course they are. Look at that.
It's good work.
Oh, those are good
That's
tits.
not good work. Look what's happening on the top of the boob.
Those are
That's
great
a
tits.
little tight.
They're great tits.
What, Art?
They're great.
E-Rock knows.
E-Rock knows.
If there's anything E-Rock knows about, it's a girl's tits.
He knows tits.
And we are in agreement on that. Those are good tits.
That's a weird. Go with another picture though. The pink number's nice. Yeah, there you go. They're better than that. Man, tits will shut down a radio show.
I wouldn't mind straddling her belly and putting my cock between her tits.
Oh, that's very descriptive.
Oh, that's new.
I was like,
Actually, you know what? I stand corrected. I'm going to do the other way. Get your nose in my asshole, nuzzle.
oh, yeah. While you tit fucker.
I'm going to fuck your breast while I look at your belly button.
Jay and I came up with a term for that. It's called an Alabama Caesar salad.
That's nice.
So where you straddle her neck and tit fuck her while she eats your butt.
I liked DJ as a kid, but you know you couldn't get her. So you definitely settle for Jodie Sweetin.
I wanted to hate fuck Kimmy Gibbler.
Yeah.
She looks the same.
Good for her.
It's really insane.
Jim, would you suck on those tits?
I would nurse on them.
And could you show us, or we want to hear what that would sound like? It's one of my favorite things.
I don't even remember what I did.
You,
What?
Opie stroking out.
Yeah.
In his defense, this is the
He
worst
sounds
time.
like Billy Bibbit trying to talk about his mother.
yeah, exactly.
I don't remember. I would
Jim
suck her
would suck
tits.
on those tits like that fish that cleans the fish tank.
The bottom.
Yeah. You just had a unique way of showing us how you sucked on
I honestly don't remember. I probably just did it in the moment to be sexy.
Like a barnacle?
Just to be sexy.
Yeah.
Like plankton?
Yeah.
The noises you make.
I don't remember.
I don't make any noises when I have sex. I'm
Really?
very quiet.
For me, it's
you
all.
just breathe hard through your nose?
Yeah, I think it's just because I'm terrified.
You don't talk?
I'm just like maybe once in a while I'll go like, you enjoying yourself?
I have to talk the whole time.
Doing okay.
Is everything okay?
I'm like a one man. I'm like that
You're a
guy
one-man
walking into
show?
the room with the fucking cymbals in between the legs, and I'm like a one man.
One-man
And all distractions to just keep their mind off the mediocrity
Do you
they're
really-
experiencing.
Over here. Up,
I don't
over
say
here.
a
You really
word.
talk the whole time.
I don't say
I'm
a
a
word.
fucking dirty
Once in a
talking
while,
boy.
I'll be
I don't
like,
mind. I like to do some talking myself.
I'm constantly talking.
Do you ever regret something you said? Like, shit,
yeah,
that was
of
a little
course.
too
I'm like, look,
too
yes,
far?
please, I would never.
I feel like
that.
I'm talking really good, but then I realize the whole time I'm just going, oh, fuck yeah. But in my head, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, like you're looking at traffic after you turn a corner.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck, I should have turned down a 10th. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
You know what you do when you put your dick in your mouth? You squeeze her face and you just say "open." open, and you put your dick in her mouth, make her open her fucking mouth.
Nice.
Oh, all right. Yeah, they like that.
It's a hell of a technique.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete's writing that down.
Yeah. Okay. I like to pull the hair a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of the pubic area.
Fistfuls?
Yeah, fistful by the root. Shake it over my head. Oh my God. Like I've captured something.
Give yourself a goatee. Hey, Jared Fogle, don't we have an update on him, too?
Yes, Subway's saying that they're not sure if they're going to keep him on board.
Oh, that's the big announcement, huh?
Some company support.
Text messages show Jared Fogle saying he craves sex with 15-year-olds.
Okay.
I don't care what somebody says in text.
Let's see. Why?
Because when you're talking dirty in text, I've texted about a tremendous amount of things that I wouldn't actually do. Some which I would do because I'm a pig. But there's a lot of things I've talked about in text, dirty talking, that are simply you're in the realm of being perverted.
Would the stuff you would do, would it be legal behavior?
I literally, in all honesty, except for the fact that I paid for sex, never anything illegal. It's just not not because I love the law so much, but the stuff that gets you put in jail is just not what turns
you
me on.
scream law lover.
Yeah.
Jim Norton.
Yeah, I've spent money,
lover.
which is illegal, but.
Text messages from Jared Fogle's release were released in court papers. The disgraced sandwich spokesman is arguing to have his more than 15-year sentence reduced, though documents unveiled by prosecutors in his appeals process have revealed the chilling exchanges he had while trying to procure his victims.
See, if you're actually trying to get someone young over, that's different.
Well,
that's different than just, When
he was telling an adult he wants to have sex with a 15-year-old.
It's just so bizarre. Jimmy said that text messages are more or less okay, right?
It depends.
This one's rough. He says, I'll pay you big for a 14 or 15-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Is there anything fucking weirder than disgraced sandwich salesman? It's just the craziest.
That's only slightly worse than sandwich salesman.
What a great break that life gave you.
Yeah.
And then you just fucked it all up.
Oh my God.
Fucked it all up.
He fucked it all up.
And he gained a bunch of weight in jail.
Wouldn't you?
He was gaining before that.
Yeah, he's starting to get fat. He's a little fatty pants.
Right.
He's a little fatty pants.
When that RV pulled up to his mansion, he was a nervous fat boy.
Yeah.
There was a lot of weight already back in his body.
Like, how good could the jail food be that he could put weight on?
You don't know about
calorie
count. Well, was it cake day?
Dude.
He enjoys... Huh? Yeah, he enjoys cake day in prison.
They have cake in prison?
They have cake day in prison, David.
Okay.
Jody, sweet.
The article said that he buys honey buns by the box.
Yeah, he loves his honey buns and he loves cake day.
He's just sadly eating honey buns in a fucking cell. It's all gone. It's all gone.
In another conversation, he says that how much money he offers depends on if they could prove their age. Jesus.
See, again, here's why it's creepy. Because he actually was looking at genuinely fucking pornographic pictures of kids.
Yeah.
Like, the guy's a piece of shit. He's not just being perverted.
And he believed this person he was talking to could maybe help him out.
Yeah,
If they can, and you get me 15 or below, he texted, I'll give you 400 at least.
400,000?
No, $400.
I'll
pay you big.
Cheap fuck.
Yeah.
He's really lowballing child molestation.
Yeah, he really is.
When asked,
That's why he got caught. That's a fucking $1,000, expedition.
Yeah.
When asked why he wants young girls, Fogel responds, because it's what I crave.
Who is he talking to?
And offers 300 to both the victim and the escort if her 15-year-old cousin is good looking enough.
Have you guys played the voicemails?
What? Did we?
You have. Oh my
had to
God.
have.
You had to have.
I don't know. Have we, Jim?
Not voicemails, but
The one, him on the
recordings.
phone with the girl being like, yeah, you like him young?
What?
Oh my God. Can you go on YouTube right now and just type
Did
in?
we play that? You had to have.
You had to have.
How do we not remember?
Jared
Such a big story.
Fogel.
God, we're fucking jaded with this radio show if we don't remember if we played
No,
it.
it was fucking like.
Pat O'Brien audio is probably the but then
best
again, Mel
ever.
Gibson stuff was so fucking
No,
home run.
it's like genuinely creepy.
You hear her just lead the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Just, like how he didn't know that this was recorded.
He wanted to believe.
This is really fucked up.
Because she said
her?
nothing to encourage
Well,
it.
who's that?
That's the lady that went undercover.
She's hot.
That's the lip.
No, her.
Oh,
The lip TV.
That's the one you were talking dirty to? Oh, what's wrong with you?
We're trying to find it.
That's who he was trying to impress.
It's insane. Literally, he sounds like a monster, and he's just kind of like, yeah, he's 14.
Know what audio I got as we try to find that? I got the LBJ audio that.
Oh yeah, I've heard this, but I actually did something on
that Louis C.K. turned us on to yesterday.
The History Channel recently, where we were joking about political stuff, and this was one of the ones that we talked about. Right. They played his audio of him ordering slacks.
Did you ever hear this? LBJ in the White House trying to get slacks.
No. Lyndon B. Johnson.
Can you just play track 3? We got to just play. Play track 3 for everybody.
Sorry.
Hello. Now, the pockets, when you sit down in the chair, the knife and your money comes out, so I needed at least another inch in the pockets. Yeah. Now, another thing, the crotch down where your nuts hang is always a little too tight. So when you make them up, give me an inch that I can let out there, because they cut me. They're just like riding a wire fence. These are the best that I've had anywhere in the United States. When I gain a little weight, they cut me under there. So leave me, you never do have much margin there. But see if you can't leave me about an inch from where the zipper ends, round under back to my bunghole. So I can let it out there if I need to.
I would vote for him right now.
It's the best presidential recording ever.
Here's the problem. I got a pretty good Texas piece on me.
LBJ was known to have a giant slab of cock. That's true. He was known to slap his dick onto the table in the middle of meetings.
No,
that's a famous. That's a famous story.
I never heard.
That's a famous story that someone asked why we need to stay in Vietnam. He pulled his dick and slapped him on the table and said that's why. I swear to God, I didn't make that up.
All right, let's Google.
Who tells that story? Well, I heard that story from Macklemore. You control Macklemore, you control Kennedy.
Yeah, look,
LBJ was obsessed with his dick.
Yeah, of course.
He's got big balls, too, big heavy Texas bag.
Now you see with those slacks, when they're too tight, they cut my balls up.
To my bung.
Every time he goes over on some fact-finding mission, he scares the shit out of the president.
He's belching. God.
Oh, McNamara. I said Macklemore. What a fucking asshole. You can call Macklemore.
That's what I thought the joke was.
No, the joke was that I was trying to do a JFK reference and I fucked up. You control Macklemore and you control white people's image on white privilege. Fucking asshole.
You control Macklemore, you control Ryan Lewis. You got the whole thing.
Here we go. The 36th president of the United States reportedly refused to accept staff arguments that outfitting the shower with the demanded features, including one nozzle aimed directly at the president's penis, would require a great deal of plumbing work. And the president said, if I can move 10,000 troops in a day, you could certainly fix the bathroom any way I want it.
He's not wrong.
The staff, according to the book.
He's not like the water shoots at my hog.
Yeah, he likes his asshole and balls to be clean. Good for LBJ. After a hard day of presidenting, you want your bag sucked?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
He wanted a shower head just for his dick.
Good boy.
Did you find the Fogel things?
Yeah, we're looking for that too. What else about his dick, though, now that we're on this topic? Who wants to read this one?
Look at that. He became fabled for a
oh, wow. That's a hell of a word.
Revelation earthiness, urinating in the parking lot of the House office building as the urge took him. If a colleague came into the Capitol bathroom as he was finishing at the urinal, he'd sometimes swing around holding his member. There were times where he would pull it out of Lady Bird's backside and wipe it on the curtains. He liked to call him Jumbo.
His dick was Jumbo.
Hooting once, have you ever seen anything big as this?
Jesus.
And shaking it almost as a brandishing manner as he began discoursing about some pending legislation.
I call this one the Texas wand.
Yes.
So pull it out right here for you.
Even on the floors of the House and the Senate.
That's pretty gangster.
Extravagantly rummage away at his groin, sometimes reaching his hand through a pocket and leaning with half-lifted leg for more thorough access.
And it says right there, he was known to slap it back between the mouth of Clay Bertrand and David Ferry.
The best line I've ever seen to an article, the last line says, rest in peace to a great man and an even better dick.
I like that.
I didn't know LBJ had such a big piece.
I want that on my tombstone.
A Texas guy?
Rest in peace to a great man with an even better dick.
He was mostly cock.
Yeah.
All cock.
All cock, no play.
Right.
Perfect. His last name was Johnson. I mean, I didn't really want to point that out.
If you look for it, there's also, you'll find the thing about when specifically in reference to why we need to stay in Vietnam.
All right, put Vietnam in here.
You
Let's
might
go.
be right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Go LBJ, Big Penis Vietnam. Let's see what
Did
pops
you
up.
hear that President Taft had a notoriously bleached asshole?
That's why you got elected twice.
Absolutely. It's not commonly
They're like,
known.
let's bring back that clean asshole.
Oh, there it is.
All right, lost his patience. Where are we at here? Vietnam. Johnson lost his patience, according to Arthur Goldberg. LBJ unzipped his fly, drew out his substantial organ, and declared, "This is why."
And then someone went, "I don't get it."
And by the way, he said that back then he knew that the press wouldn't talk about it. For some reason, they wouldn't have thought it was news. The press back then were so much better than they are now.
Or they were really just stupid.
Yeah, maybe that's a great point.
It's a good reason to kill 60,000 kids.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, your dick's right. We should murder
If
more.
the president of the United States is waving his dick around, I think you're right about it. It's pretty
I
dope.
don't think he knows why
It's
we're in
pretty dope.
Vietnam.
Yeah, that's true. I'm saying the press sucked. The president put his cock on the table to describe foreign policy, and I'm saying it's good they didn't tattle. I'm really an asshole.
What the fuck were they thinking? You idiot. That's what you're right about. Everybody in the press room had a glancing acquaintance with the president's privates, which he was forever prodding and redistributing through his pants. God, he was fiddling about.
Couldn't keep his hands off his fucking
He was like an autistic kid in the pool. He just kept fucking grabbing at his dick.
It's that thing where, like,
pocket pool.
If like an ugly guy has a huge dick, he just constantly needs to find ways of letting people know.
Yeah. Like putting it out on the table when you're talking about a war that's killing millions of people.
And Ambassador...
Police action, for Christ's sake!
It was Mr. Johnson's occasional practice to invite new envoys for a swim in the small indoor pool.
Envoys? I don't approve of that. Wait, or is it end boys?
Built for FDR. Skinny dipping was the long-established tradition.
For FDR? Oh, just a ramp that slid you in? Wasn't he in the chair?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, which allowed the
They just
president...
rolled him in.
Yeah. He was like in Cuckoo's Nest.
Come on, is this shit real? It says skinny dipping was the long-established tradition which allowed the president to establish genital dominance at the start of a diplomatic relationship.
How you doing,
this is
ambassador
also-
of Japan? I'm going to take this towel off and let you know what I'm coming with.
Yeah, Ambassador of Japan just kind of goes without saying.
Yeah.
They actually tried that with the Japanese prime minister. He's like, we get it.
Yeah, okay, Mr. President, we understand you.
It's not hard to believe. I mean, he's the successor to Kennedy, who was fucking virgins in the pool on their first day.
Yeah, they made
Beardsley.
That's amazing.
Exactly. So it wasn't that big a deal to just swim.
Dave Powers looks like he needs a little bit of help.
Yeah.
She got Mimi to suck Dave Powers' dick. She's been on one date, now she's fucking JFK and sucking Dave Powers' cock.
Good old Dave
What a
Powers.
good egg.
Took care of Dave Powers.
That guy really was the president.
He really was.
He really presidented
On his wife's bed.
Yeah, good for him.
What
good
about-
for him? You're Jack Kennedy. Hey, Marilyn, go fuck Bobby.
I'm done with you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm done coming. Go fuck Bobby.
Oh, yeah, I want you to go fuck my brother.
Yeah. But he's only the Attorney General.
I know. This'll help him out. He's bummed out about being the Attorney General.
How do you think Teddy felt that he was the first one? She was like, you know what? I'm not going to suck this guy's dick.
Absolutely. Something with his head is bothering me.
Yeah.
she had premonition.
Wait, now we're pointing to more cock? Johnson cock? And down on the LBJ Ranch near Johnson City, Texas, Mr. Johnson liked to go fishing and whiskey drinking on Johnson Lake with the Secret Service and a few close friends. The small boat had no facilities, which meant that the president had to relieve himself over the side like everybody else. As Mr. Johnson was zipping up, one of the agents told me he always made the same little joke. It ain't too cold, but it sure is deep.
That's an old joke.
Yep. Back in the White House, the president was well known for sharing the most private moments with his staff. Jeez, man.
That's going to be
What the
awkward.
hell is going on here?
He's an exhibitionist with a giant dick.
Yeah.
He wanted everyone to know he had a big dick. Rather than interrupt himself, he would leave the door open when he went to the toilet so the cabinet members could watch him as he sat on the throne issuing orders and so forth.
I'd heard that before, too, that he would
Really?
make to take dictation while he was shitting.
That's really funny.
That's a president.
He's like, I want you to tell the boys. Also, as far as our economic policy goes, to just get that one out.
Uncle Lou comes out and punches him in the face.
You just shit yourself. I wonder what the Secret Service nickname was for LBJ, because they give the presidents all nicknames.
Oh, that's true. Fat Cock McGillicuddy.
Yeah. President Fat Cock's going down the stairs.
Well, we can't say it now, but it was old something dick.
I bet you they went the other way and called him Tiny.
Yeah, you know what?
They
You're
went
probably
with the
right.
Tiny thing.
He probably died bitterly resenting that the press didn't cover his giant dick.
You know what? You're right. He probably wanted them to talk about that.
Yeah, he did everything possible. Like, well, when the fuck are you going to write about this monster?
Goddamn press decorum.
President, when are we going to get out of Vietnam? When you talk about my dick.
You think he shit his pants and his uncle punched him? Someone told him about the Tet offensive and the fucking log fell out.
And he would skinny dip. What about if an African nation came?
That's what I was wondering.
African.
Like, you need to put that away. I understand you are very big, but so am I. Mr. President, this is not a big deal for me.
There's a calculated decision on his part.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we got to show him that Americans have.
You think he was confident?
The king of Zambia is here.
Well, tell him I'm busy.
I can't meet up with him in the pool.
The king is here. Give me 5 minutes to get it ready.
Yeah, I got to plump up. Bring in the first lady.
Yeah, or if he's going to be in the pool, he's going to have to swim because they can't.
Yeah, I'll meet him in the deep end.
It's too cold. This will be a national embarrassment.
It's great. President Fat Cock.
I love that. President Fat Cock.
I was like a president.
I am the fattest cock in the country.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it's became now.
It really is.
LBJ would have been,
He would have been president today.
What about this?
Of course he would. Hilarious dick stuff.
How am I qualified for president?
Yeah.
Slaps his
I should be doing my amazing. I do amazing presidential impressions.
Oh, yeah?
Who do you do?
Who don't I
Do anybody.
Who don't I do?
Do you do Jimmy Carter?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What about Grover Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get the
John
character.
Adams?
He's easy.
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson.
John Quincy Adams.
No. He's the one guy I don't do.
Call Dave.
I don't do him.
Dave stumped Jim.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, people will usually go for a tab. So I can do a tab backwards and forwards.
That's actually the rumor around the cellar. Like, oh, Jimmy can't do John Quincy Adams.
Hey, JQA. I'm like, all right, I'm working on it.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Find your one weakness.
I had one fucking weakness. They defrocked me.
I played LBJ in a play once. Like,
How
you know
big
how
was your dick?
shitty a play that was.
Did you have to stuff your pants?
No, I didn't even wear a bald cap. It was the laziest thing ever.
I would love to see. Dave does a lot of weird plays.
Yeah, why would you play LBJ in a play? That sounds like an awful play.
It was a play about like.
Is that the racist one? Where
yeah.
you had to yell.
I had to yell the N word. I had to yell like all the old words, coon and Sambo.
Oh, you're okay.
Who are you playing? My subconscious?
Yes. That's the line
He
I draw.
had to scream it out, and he brought his mom.
How old are you?
Oh, this is like 2 years ago.
36.
She's like, why are you yelling that?
Yeah. No, it was a play about like.
It was 6 months ago.
Why are you yelling that? I heard it from your room, Mom.
It's how I got SNL.
Yeah. I had to play Lyndon Johnson. I had to play the cop who crippled Fannie Lou Hamer.
Okay.
Like it was a play about
Who's
voting
Fannie Lou
rights.
Hamer?
She was an activist in the 1964 election for black people getting the right to vote when it was like still like Jim Crow laws and they were prevented from voting and stuff.
This place sounds like a snooze fest.
A real Ian Halperin.
I don't know. Good racist play from the 60s. A little Mississippi burning.
Yeah.
You kill, would you,
Starring Dave.
I mean, just picture like this is a very small play. I'm 5 feet from these people and I'm screaming these words.
And there's one guy mouthing them along with you.
Say it. Say it.
This guy's great. I love this. Is it just me or do you find this play riveting?
Yeah.
By the way, the guy playing LBJ, he stuffed his pants. He knows his stuff.
Yeah, exactly. He don't look bald. I don't care. I like what he's saying.
Yeah. I bet those slacks are cutting him up just like the president.
Yeah, they cut up his balls.
My bunghole. I like that he called it bunghole.
The bunghole. Did you build up to saying the N-word? Did you have it like some inspiration behind the scenes? Did you practice in the mirror?
No, I mean, it was just in the script and I would when I said the N-word, that was actually backstage on a microphone, like I'm supposed to be yelling at someone.
And you couldn't be in front because they didn't want to see the smile on your face while you were yelling it.
Well, my cousins were really jealous. They were just like, wow, you get to say it? And like, Or get to is a weird way of putting it. Yeah. And like, they just let you? Oh, I'd trade plays with you in a second.
You're like, yeah, this is weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm making eye contact with
That
the
should be
director
like
as
a
I'm doing
radio
it.
contest.
Exactly.
Like, win this part.
You're allowed to do this. We'll take you to the DMV of your choice.
Sold out shows for this play?
Oh God, no.
No, of course
they,
not.
They could barely fill like the room this size for this play.
God.
Sounds awesome.
So I'm
What a
standing like
waste
on
of
top
time.
of these people.
Right.
I'm supposed to be playing this fat Southern cop.
Sounds great.
Poor Doris Roberts.
Yeah, 90. 90 years old.
That's a wonderful life, but it made me tear up a little bit when I saw
Everybody
that.
I met her at the
Raymond.
Comedy Cellar one night. She was.
I think it was hilarious. She did Grandma's Boy.
Was 90.
Yeah.
I know that show's a while ago now, but
When did who was the husband? Who
Peter Boyle?
Peter Boyle. When did he die?
5 years, 6 years ago.
5-6 years ago.
He was young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
Putting on the Ritz. Yeah,
That's right.
What a lovely pair of knockers.
Gene Hackman was so great in that.
Gene Hackman was in Young Frankenstein?
He was Dr. Frankenstein.
No, he was the
Gene
blind
Wilder.
guy.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman was the fucking blind guy. Who fucking one of my favorite moments when he takes the thing, my friend, and he fucking smashes the fucking stein and it breaks young Frankenstein's.
Holy shit! That was Gene Hackman.
That's Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman?
Wow. Yeah.
Hoosiers?
Oh, oh, you're cold. You're.
The guy from Hoosiers?
Yeah, listen to him. Put it on for a second.
No way!
Oh,
That's
wow,
Gene
it is.
Hackman?
That's nuts.
He's amazing.
Oh my God. I never realized that was Gene Hackman.
And don't make it bigger. That'd be easier to see. One of the best comedies ever.
Yeah.
Could zip into it a bit. You rock.
Holy shit!
That's Gene Hackman?
Yeah, you can see it now.
Wow. Can you?
Yeah, listen to him talk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
A visitor is all I ask.
He was that old 40 years
Temporary
ago?
companion to help me pass a few short hours in my lonely life.
Oh, now you can tell.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
I love when he fucking smashes that. When he smashes that glass. Do you remember that scene?
Oh, no, don't speak. Don't speak. Don't say a word. Oh, my joy and my prize from heaven. Oh, you must have been the tallest one in your class. My name is Harold, and I live here all alone. What is your name? I didn't get that. No. Oh, forgive me. I didn't realize you were mute. You see,
Oh, we don't have to watch this.
All right.
Yeah.
You watch the whole fucking
blind
movie.
man.
You have such a fat cock.
Lyndon B.
You need a little inch
Put the
between your
soup in his
bunghole.
The soup in his lap. The soup in his lap. The funniest part is the fucking.
Not your balls.
Trying to hold the ball.
Oh, my friend. You don't know what your visit means to me. How long I've waited for the pleasure of another human being. Sometimes in our early lives, we tend to forget the
It looks like Bobby Kelly at the cellar trying to get more food.
I'm gonna go home and watch this movie.
Dude,
How
it's
fucking
so
great it is.
Been a while.
Fucking. love it. Oh yeah, the wine. Oh man, this was a good movie.
Terry Garr too.
Terry Garr, yeah,
So
Madeline
right.
Kahn.
Terry Garr is so hot.
Madeline Kahn.
She was all
You,
right.
you
back
fast
then.
forward to 30, you're like, oh, I'll bite you.
Madeline Kahn was like hot right up until she passed.
Yeah.
Like she's a real hot. She died so young too, right?
Well, you know.
Madeline Kahn?
There's nothing better than a monster being fed up by a blind guy.
Not even mad, just want some beer.
All right, we should take one more break and then we'll come back, wrap up, I guess. Dan Soder does a wonderful show with Big
Jay Okerson, yeah, on Comedy Central Radio.
Yeah, we haven't really promoted it, but it's the bonfire.
Crackle, crackle.
Yeah.
When is it on there?
Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, there you go.
6
Did you
to 8
guys ever
p.m.
change those pictures?
Yeah, we made them like almost immediately.
I mean from the billboards that you originally had? Oh,
Our
fucking
stroke
douche
faces?
and doucher.
Yeah. We didn't even know they picked those, and they came out. And we're like, oh fuck. Naked Terry Garr. Good for you, E-Rock. Thank you.
E-Rock found that quick. And
I'll be at Moon Tower with you guys. I'll be there at the same time.
Well, fucking do the show with me Friday.
I am. I can't do it Friday because we got our show.
No, that's the one I need you on.
I know. We got our show.
Jimmy's back Saturday.
I told Roland I'm going to try to stop by for as long as I can.
So you might show up Friday.
Yeah, we're going to see what's going on. I'm definitely coming by Saturday, but I'm trying to come by
that'll be good
Friday
too.
as well.
It's going to be fun. We're doing 2 radio shows, Friday and Saturday. Eastern time, it's 3 to 6 p.m. on Friday, and then 1 to 3 on Saturday.
That's why
special times for live radio down there.
Well, because the 3 to 6 that's when we're going.
Okay, we'll figure it out. And the web series, Used People.
Yeah,
now
with
available
Michelle
to watch
Wolf.
on Comedy Central's website.
If you're in LA, go see Michelle Wolf tonight at the Meltdown, 7 p.m. She's doing a 1 hour. She's very funny.
Okay.
You know, I know Michelle from The Cellars. She's really nice. I don't think I've seen her stand up.
It's really funny.
Everyone says she's
really
great.
funny.
Yeah.
She's a really great writer, too.
Yeah. I hear nothing
Her
but
Twitter
good
feed
things.
is ridiculous. Like it's
Very, very funny.
Yeah.
Pete's got lots of gigs as he gets close to taping his special.
Yeah, if you want to see the last run before we tape the special at the end of the month, there's this Thursday at the Comedy Connection. There's a few tickets for that. Wilbur Theater, the second show, there's 100 tickets left. And then Sunday, the Stress Factory.
Nice. Real nice. And then Levity Live, April 27th and 28th.
And don't forget that fucking giant mall in West Nyack.
That's a great gig.
I love that place.
It's a great place.
Get there early and you wander around a little bit.
I hate gigs in malls because you
buy shit.
Buy shit.
Buy too much shit.
Immediately.
Can't find parking ever.
Can never find parking
When I go
there.
up there to see you guys, it's a nightmare to try to find parking.
Well, let me know.
Fucking
We'll all go
place.
together.
That's next week, right? Yeah, we might be able to do that. Jimmy hitting the road.
Yeah, I have some fun shows coming this Thursday. It'll be my first time in New Orleans.
Oh my God,
a little bit
Jimmy.
of gumbo, San Antonio at the Aztec on Friday night. Doing some jokes about Texas and sharing laughs and stories. Austin at Moon Tower, the festival, just, sitting, commiserating with my peers, swapping jokes, writing together, going over concepts. What are you talking about? Me too. We'll share jokes. And then I'm going to be in Maryland, Baltimore, and Bethlehem, Pennsylvania at the casino. Los Angeles, left coast, and Las Vegas at the end of May. I'll be there, gambling, I hope, and also I'm going to be in West Hampton, hobnobbing with all the big shots.
David?
Yeah, I have Pete's shows.
Fuck yeah!
There you go. Good enough.
Fucking Sam, you piece of garbage.
And, Sammy, we have to take a break. And the Ian Halperin scoop is going absolutely nowhere, right?
What a fucking jerk off.
The Ian Halperin scoop is going absolutely nowhere. He announced on our show that
Ian Halperin is my Uncle Lou.
Lamar Odom is intimate with Caitlyn Jenner. That was the big scoop, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
I just imagine him checking Google every 5 minutes while he just bedazzles more things in his sports coat at his hotel room. Just like, no one cares.
He's been right in the past. He had the Charlie Sheen scoop.
If he's right about this, good for him, but who gives a shit?
All right.
The show is back.
All right, here you go, Pete. Another song to shit to.
Uncle Lou punched my face 'cause I shit my pants. Dookie punches.
Uncle Lou really didn't handle that well.
He really did.
But it's understandable.
What do you think the alternative was? Like, do you think he had another one?
Comforting?
Yeah.
Did he clean you up or did he just drive you home that way?
No, he was just like, go clean yourself up.
Oh, what a dick.
I was like,
maybe he was afraid of lightning.
He was crying
He's mad
and
that you
shit on my
He's
hands.
mad you stole his thunder.
The whole ride home, he was like, you guys want McDonald's? Want anything? What do you guys want? You gonna tell your mom what?
Huh?
Oh,
It's
really?
crazy. All uncles punch their nephews
in their face.
It's just a cool thing.
After shitting.
I want to hear the Hillary Clinton TMZ thing. Because
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
She was,
Punch my nephew in the face.
Once again, this is why this is the woman you want to be a president. And I don't care about her politically. She's just an embarrassing woman who changes her cadence around black people.
She's like Carson Daly.
It's
Remember
what
when
are
he
you
used to
doing?
host?
She's like Schultz.
He'd always change it up when a black
She's like
artist would come on.
Schultzy.
Do you have that little fucking like knowledge of who you are as the want to be the commander in chief that you can't speak to people who aren't your color like yourself?
What's up, motherfuckers?
It's like embarrassing.
Oh,
Yeah,
my people are here.
yeah.
Oh, man. Motherfuckers be like,
Are you a white lady? And then she talks to a black guy. She sounds like Sweet Daddy from Good Times.
That's a great reference. All right. Well, this is a big clip today.
Perfect.
Big clip today.
Hot sauce in her bag swag.
Hot sauce. Let's play this.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information right now? Hot sauce. Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working?
Yeah. She wants it so bad. She wants it so. She's like a guy at a bar that's trying to fuck a girl, and she's like, "I know you're just trying to fuck me." He's like, "Well, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? Well, is that pussy getting wet or what?"
That was pretty uncomfortable.
It's terrible.
It's like when your mom calls her black friend girlfriend. You're like, "What's up, girlfriend?" You're like,
oh, it's the worst. Even worse when your dad does it to his black friend.
I mean, the timing wasn't great, but to be fair, there's a 2012 article that talks about that she does carry hot sauce around, that she's always...
Maybe she's not. I don't mind that she carries hot sauce for her vagina. Yeah, I was wondering what year that article was.
Whenever I say something, I'm waiting for Dave to go, actually,
let me tell you what's really going on here.
Yeah, well, the real issue was the font, but...
According to an article back in 2008.
It might be true. It might be. She might have the hot sauce. I didn't like the way she said it.
Hot sauce.
She's not carrying around hot sauce wherever she goes.
I'm proudest of my butt, my big butt.
What else does she say in this? This is so uncomfortable.
She probably makes Huma carry.
You know, sometimes I walk outside the presidential house in my Jordans, and
I'm obsessed with buying sneakers.
I just love sneakers. I hate when you get a crease in them. When it gets a little mark on the sneakers, you might as well throw them out.
I'll fight you. I'll fight you if you scuff up my sneakers.
Oh my god!
If you fuck with my J's, I'll cut you. Excuse me, Miss Clinton.
Billary.
Good one.
Fucking home run chip.
Look at that fucking smile you perfectly paused her on. She's like, is it gonna work?
She's laughing a lot through this campaign. Push the
fucking 93 reference.
Yeah, let's play the rest of this.
Okay. No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
That's why you're coughing. You might need to slow down.
Yeah, I'm having a rebellion against it because I think it keeps my immune system strong. I really do. I think hot sauce is good for you.
Oh, you know what? That wasn't that bad.
You know what I'm saying? My blackies.
I mean, she wasn't talking black.
No, you're right. She wasn't. I can't kill her on that. She wasn't bad. And Charlie made a funny question, but that's why you're coughing.
Yeah, that's why
I like that you
so
referenced that.
Because I've seen her in those churches where she does
terrible. Yeah, that wasn't that
She
bad.
does church it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
Yeah, but that wasn't bad. In fairness,
fam, to be honest with you, I mean, it would kind of be dope.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'd rather die with Bill.
Yeah.
It was weird though when
Bill
she said,
can fuck a side bitch.
Well, I didn't like that she said that he with Monica Lewinsky he used a cigar. That was unnecessary.
Well, he fell down. I had to call an ambulance. And you're like,
He put out a cigar in her pussy.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's pretty gangster.
Yeah,
that wasn't that
hot
bad.
sauce in her purse. Hope it fucking spills.
There you go, Chip.
I was at a bachelor party once where a girl did that, where she put the cigar all the way up her and then asked who wanted to smoke it. And there was, in that moment, you're like, wow, Bill is fucked up.
Yeah.
What a dirty
None of us were willing to.
No, I wouldn't smoke. I hate things that go in the pussy and are supposed to be fun. Oh, your glasses in my cunt. Boo.
That was always a big one at the strip club.
Glasses.
Yeah, they take your
come
glasses
back all
off and they rub it on
slimy.
your pussy and you put it on here. That's good.
It's all smeared.
Yeah, you can't see shit.
Reminds me when I was a boy.
My eyes can smell.
When I was trying to make my friends laugh, I used to always have a big jar of Vaseline with me because my lips were always chapped. So I had like Vaseline. I would bring
Did you
to
have the
school.
red round? Your lips?
I have a picture of me when I was 12 on Instagram. It literally, I looked like a little John Wayne Gacy. And I had
chapped lips.
I had Vaseline. Yeah, look at me when I was 12 on Instagram. I'm looking back over my shoulder.
Can we find this?
Yes, we
picture
can.
real fast?
If you can find it on
Jim Norton on Instagram.
But yeah, I did have the red stuff all around. I don't know what that meant.
Why did you have to carry a giant jar of Vaseline?
Because my lips were always chapped, and one day I
Just get a
smeared it
little
on my
small-
glasses to make my friends laugh, and I got yelled at by my teacher.
All right, we're loading up your Instagram right now.
It's not that far down.
A lot of Kirk
there it is.
cinnamon.
Top
Where?
left.
Oh my God! Look at you.
Yeah, look like you. Oh wow.
Wow, that's some chap.
Yeah, dressed up as John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah,
fuck.
Monster rain related
It
injury.
sure
is my
was.
favorite.
Yeah, I didn't know the jizz had to be wiped off. I think I just let it dry there.
Dude, there's nothing better than those kids that just had the overly chapped lips.
Yeah, me.
Because you just
Always
like
ready.
watch them melt down.
My
in
favorite
school,
thing
you'd be like,
is-
watch, look at Scott. And he'd be like,
There's like a mid 40s dude in Jersey mowing his lawn that blew Jim Norton.
he's just taking the grass clippings out right now.
Yeah.
His claim to fame.
It's so dope.
Everyone tells their celebrity stories. You have to stop himself.
Yeah. Oh, did you go? Oh,
You ever see the special?
Yeah, that's my little Kiss shirt, too.
It's a nice kid.
So
What are you
good boy.
playing? Parcheesi?
Of course. What else would a boy play?
That's Parcheesi, right?
Parcheesi.
Yeah, play Parcheesi.
That's from another fucking time.
Yes.
I don't think the kids are playing Parcheesi these days.
Yeah, we much more play Scrabble and stuff.
Yeah, believe me, if we would have had what are the games now? Guns of Death? I don't even know what they're called.
Minecraft is a big
Yeah,
one.
what are they called now? Run around and yell at
I
your
was
friends?
a big Minesweeper guy.
I remember
Minesweep? Did you have an office job? Why were you playing Minesweep?
Uncle Lou made me work at a cubicle.
It was you were a board
He would
secretary.
punch me in the face and make me shit my pants.
Now, take this fucking job at this office.
I think we go home now.
10:33.
Time to go home. Everybody had a fun day.
Let's go home.
Okay.
What a fun show.
Let's get some plugs in.
All right.
Well, I'm here tomorrow. Opie is not here tomorrow. I'm
Gotta
here.
take a day.
I'm here with my. I have Rich Voss and Esther Koo will be in, and also Billy Conley, who I love.
Yeah, Billy Conley's fucking
Billy
hilarious.
Conley is. You like Billy, right?
Yes.
He's awesome. He's
Very
playing
funny.
the Beacon Theater.
He's doing the Beacon. He's just so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
So I love Billy. I can't wait to see him.
He's like one of those guys I got to later in life watching his comedy. And you're
Well,
like,
he didn't-
holy shit.
I think I first heard of him when Whoopi Goldberg introduced him. Whenever she did the HBO special where she showcased two comedians, and she was like, "He's big everywhere. We're the last in line to get him." And it was
That's a long time
Where's
ago.
he from?
Scotland.
Yeah.
And he's a very
He's head of the
very-
class. I remember that show.
How's his health?
I don't know. I'm going to ask him. I heard he had.
Well, he told us.
Well, yeah. What was it?
Parkinson's, I think.
Oh, was it,
right?
It wasn't Alzheimer's. Okay.
Oh,
Parkinson's.
Was it? I mean, let's make sure we get this right. What did he tell us? We haven't seen him in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm missing that.
I just
tomorrow?
went and saw him at the Beacon last time he was here. Really funny.
I found out I had Parkinson's and cancer on the same day. Jesus, Billy Connolly.
Yes.
That's like a couple of years ago.
I wonder if it was a Tuesday. I hope he didn't find out the same like his fucking Forrest mother. She died of the cancer on a Tuesday.
It's amazing, your pulse.
Yeah. What can I pull? A healthy relationship or a TV show that lasts?
That's pretty
just
amazing.
But boy, you want a cancer Rayman reference?
Dave to go.
I'm your guy.
Actually,
It was a Monday.
Actually, it was a Monday at 11:55.
Right.
They didn't find him dead till Tuesday morning.
Dave, you're a reader, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
Used to be.
Used to be, not so much these days?
Yeah, who has time?
Yeah.
I read all the Game of Thrones books, and then I was like, I'm done reading for a few years.
My reading habits are so bad, just in summation, because of, the internet and the quick hits, and it's so hard to focus for a long time now, you know? I wish I could read more.
It's true. I don't read books, but I'll read like Wikipedia pages on like the most random shit now.
Like what?
Like I'll look up the backstory of like comic book characters I knew about when I was 9. Just to see how things have been going since.
People love Dave.
Wow. Okay.
I remember when I was arguing with Keith
You
and
cannot
Patrice about
win.
something.
No.
We were arguing something about, and they didn't know the was the OJ trial or something. And I just was so mad. I'm like, you got to read, man. Oh, did they fucking beat me for years?
That one lasted years?
It just came out years.
Who was the first one? Was it Keith? Just go, oh, what the hell?
No, you got to. They just started saying it to each other like I didn't exist. There's nothing worse than two guys teasing you while you're there over your head.
I had a dream
Across
about
you.
Keith the other night.
Yeah.
Where he like came back to the cellar and everybody was like really happy because he was sick recently. And
That's his dream too, but
and
it's,
then he
no
just
one's gonna be
ate
happy.
Shit on stage, and then we immediately all just started trashing him.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's pretty realistic.
That's
actually.
exactly what's going to happen.
We'll all be happy to see him. He'll go on once and we'll be like, get up here and shit on him again.
To the point where I thought it really happened.
You just made a prophecy.
Yeah.
Plugs. Let's get the fuck out of here.
New Orleans,
God.
San Antonio, Austin. Pete's got some tickets available for the Late Show in the Wilbur Theater. When is that, Pete?
Thank you. That is this Saturday. Also, this Thursday, I'll be at the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island. Sunday, the Stress Factory. 27th and 28th at Levity Live in West Nyack. So,
And I'm on all those, and I'll have more stuff up on my Twitter, Dave Sirus.
Dave Sirus.
With an S.
The human encyclopedia.
And then the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and I, Mondays and Wednesdays, 6 to 8 p.m. On Comedy Central Radio. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to be at Moon Tower this weekend, and then I'm going to be at the American Comedy Company in San Diego at the end of the month.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I've done that gig. It's a good gig.
I'm excited for it.
Thanks, guys. This was fucking
Thank you
fun.
for having me.
Fuck,
Oh,
man.
Oh my God, Demetrius Johnson sends shit videos to his wife. Oh,
what happened?
I'm guessing she's a nurse or something.
That's a champion.
Yeah, sure is. Fights really well.
Wait, is she like a medical professional?
I hope so.
He's just hilarious.
Yeah. He might be hilarious.
Maybe he's just the greatest guy in history.
It's like, well.
He's like, you want to marry the champ? Here's what comes with it.
Isn't he fighting on that John Jones card?
Yeah.
Fighting. Who else?
197. He's fighting.
Who's he fighting?
OSP. What's the guy's name?
I don't know how to say his name.
Owen St. Preux.
Yeah, why him and not
Rumble Johnson?
Rumble Johnson is the fight, man. I don't know.
Now I think they're going to do Glover. They're going to do Glover versus Rumble.
That's right.
On that fight?
No.
But why isn't John? I want to see Anthony. Maybe they didn't want Jones to have to deal with fucking Johnson the first day back.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
I think he would run through Rumble.
Oh no,
I don't think so.
No, he wouldn't. Rumble is he's a better fucking wrestler, but Rumble, Ryan Bader's a good wrestler too, and boy, fucking Rumble, he took him down and he made him pay.
Well, Jones beat the shit out of Bader too.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
So no,
I don't think anyone's running through Rumble Johnson.
I think Jones is unstoppable. I mean, but Rumble got tapped out by by Rich Clemente at 155,
and Cormier beat Rumble. But
that's true.
But again, doesn't matter. Me and Dave's just going to talk Rumble. He fights like a convict. Like every time he fights, I'm expecting guards to come down and pepper spray him. Guy's awesome.
Start banging the shields with their nightstick.
I think Jones is inhuman. He's like an alien creature.
Yeah, he is amazing.
He's just so long, no one can fucking contend.
Yeah, I think he's going to win the big fight.
Yeah.
There you go, Pete.
Attaboy, Pete sums it right up. The old men will shut
He's
up.
going to come out swinging. The other guy's going to come out, kicking, and it's going to be real.
I've never wanted lightning to strike outside of this to punch you in the face so bad in my life.
See one of those long Pete duties. One of those long fucking
Pete and teacup chihuahuas get scared by the same thing.
UFC is going to be a good fight. There's going to be blood on the floor and stuff.
Did you still have the log in your pants when you got home? I need to know.
I shit my pants, and then they went, and when you go camping, there's these little tiny bathrooms, and he made me sit in the sink and get out of my asshole.
Wow.
Good night, everybody!
Good night.